Hi everyone, what's up? Background noise time. I hope you enjoy background noise because that's what we're doing. This is background noise episode 589. We are joined by what I will say, without a shadow of a doubt, are two lovely, this might get controversial, but lovely individuals. We are joined by Katelyn.
Hello.
And Gianna.
Hi.
Very rare Gianna not physically where I am episode.
Yep.
But still here. Here but not here.
Here but in spirit.
Yeah. So, prior to the podcast, we were talking about a bunch of like pets and stuff, and how, like, for example, black cats aren't adopted out around like Halloween, and I found out just now that they don't adopt bunnies out near Easter, which also makes sense. And Snow said, I feel people should have to take a test about the basic of raising rabbits before being able to adopt. I honestly think there should be like a questionnaire about any pet probably before adopting them. And like not something that's designed to stop people from buying or adopting them, but something that's just like, how often should you feed this animal?
Right. Like, do you
Like,
know the basic concept of understanding of
it
having
just
an animal?
very basic like things where you can tell them that, like, oh no, it's this. So, and then make sure that they understand. Yeah, it's not a literacy test. It's like basic care questions, exactly. So, like, how often do you need to refill their water? Just stuff that's very like simple. Like, does your animal need to, like, what kind of settings the best for them? If it's like a rodent or something, they might need like a specific kind of bedding or something.
Yeah.
Well, feeding's kind of nuanced because different pet, even the same species, have different feeding requirements. That's fair. Yeah. But just like basic care questions of like, so people would understand that, hey, please don't adopt and kill this animal. Like, you're doing a really good thing, but please know that you can actually care for this animal. We love animals. I love animals.
Animals are good.
Animals.
Anemones.
Anemones.
Anemone.
Yeah. Derek, thank you for the third. Oh yeah, I didn't get to say before. Katelyn, thank you for the first. And Snow, thank you for the seventh. Yeah, different growth stages equal different feeding requirement schedules. Yeah, that's very fair. So that's a little more nuanced of a thing. But yeah, just questions about. There's, again, this isn't a test. This isn't an IQ test or something. You're not trying to make them solve a math problem. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't a, like, even like a driving test, where it's like, all right, do you understand how to do this? Are you sure you do? We don't want to put any like nuanced rules, like in the state of California, how many guinea pigs can you legally own? It's like, they're not going to know that.
Right.
It always should be 2, by the way. You should always have 2 guinea pigs.
Hello.
Hi, Nikki.
Nikki!
There is a place where it is illegal to own like 1 guinea pig.
Because they're such social creatures, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to say that when we had our guinea pigs, we put them in separate cages.
You did what to your guinea pig?
We had them separated. Like, we didn't keep them together.
Why?
Because we didn't know any better. Because we needed a test.
Oh.
So, it's okay. We gave them the best lives possible.
Yeah.
We just didn't realize.
It's Switzerland, by the way.
It's where?
Switzerland, you can only own 1.
Oh.
I'm sorry, you can't own just 1. I said that completely wrong. Yeah, it's Switzerland. You can And apparently it's not legal just to own one, but it's illegal to keep just one in the same confinement.
Wow. Damn, Switzerland really cares about their guinea pigs.
True.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I like to think someone who got into power really liked guinea pigs.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say he lost a guinea pig? Nikki said, my brother had one and he lost it. Like, a guinea pig? A whole ass guinea pig?
Lost it, like, lost its life?
No, like, he lost it in his room. Like, it went missing.
DJ, my
Oh.
brother in Christ, how did you lose a guinea pig?
I lost a hamster once.
Okay,
But I
hamsters
found
are tiny, though.
But I found him. Her. It was a she.
What? Okay. Maybe a traumatic question. Alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Barely, but yes.
Barely, but yes.
Yeah. She had access to food, but no water, and she was very skinny when we found her.
Yeah, she was.
But we found her.
Hamsters are often crushed to death by their humans.
I didn't crush my hamster to death, I'll have you know. How dare you?
I didn't either.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's 2 for 2.
We're doing great in this group chat. Or in this
Ooh,
call.
Blade answered the... Oh, no, Blade has a question on the question of the week. I'll address it now. It's... there's no weapons.
Bare
It's hand to
fists,
hand.
baby.
Yeah. That reminds me of a story of that tortoise that went missing for 30 years, was found in the attic alive. I don't know if he could be alive up there.
Oh.
Didn't say he did, but it's very common. Yeah. No, that's unfortunate. Yeah, because I'm trying to, like, found alive, yes. How did they survive for 30 years in the attic?
What the fuck?
Like...
What was the tortoise made out of? Titanium?
What was he eating?
Yeah. Titanium?
Yeah, also, I think so. I don't know, guys. I don't know if that's a real turtle. I'm a little concerned.
He's a government spy.
Yeah. Like, I think that that turtle is made of indestructible elements. Thank you for that, Bat. So, supposedly survived off the termite larvae and such. Probably a desert tortoise or something. They're sturdy. Wow. Huh. That poor thing. And also, on the said before, on the note of testing people for pet ownership, yeah, exotic pets, there should actually, like, maybe be like a real test before owning, because, like, if there is like a crazy amount of nuance to owning something, or like it's like, hey, if you do not feed this thing at 7:32 p.m., it will explode. Do you understand that?
No.
Are you sure you understand that?
I don't know no clock.
And it's like, oh, you don't you can't do that? Okay, this one's not for you. Sorry, we're taking it back.
Yeah, maybe let's find you a different pet.
Yeah. Have you tried a hamster? I heard only some people squish them to death.
Yeah, only some, not all.
That's something I don't want to Google, by the way.
No.
Like, I have to take it at super face value, because it's like, I can't Google what percentage of hamsters are squished to death by their owners.
Yeah, I mean, I will. My Google search history is fucking ridiculous.
Because I get
it. Just give the FBI
unfortunately.
More fuel.
Yeah.
Like, birds, fragile creatures will not show illness until it's too late. Yeah.
So apparently the only place that this is... Oh my god, there's one that came up that's how many people are killed by hamsters each year, which is not...
See, that one, that's the exact opposite, but I am curious about how many people a year hamsters can body.
It says there are no credible reports or records of hamsters being responsible for human fatalities.
You know, this reminds me of something I wanna talk about. So,
okay.
It's just, so Disney was saying it's a story from the internet, could be wrong. Just saying, losing hamster thing reminded me of the story. It would be like awesome if that happened and the turtle got to live. That poor fucking thing though, being alone for 30 years in an attic would be so sad.
Yeah.
Also, do you think like he hated people afterwards?
Maybe. I will say the only place I can find anything on hamsters being squished to death by their owners is on Reddit. So
either the truest thing you've ever heard or the least true thing you've ever heard.
Exactly.
Because Reddit sometimes is the only place to find like actual answers to certain like very specifically new like very like specific questions.
Yes.
But yeah, so our question of the week is a very hotly debated topic right now. Of could 100 people defeat a gorilla in a fight? And I'm going to lay out a few ground rules for this.
Perfect.
Blade had asked beforehand, do the humans have any equipment or is it just hand-to-hand? It is hand-to-hand. And I don't believe we get to choose who the 100 people are. It is kind of like at random, 100 people are chosen. You know, like, so.
Okay.
It, for example, like you can't pick like 100 MMA fighters. You know what I mean? To do it. It would just be 100 people together. But I would say that for the sake of everything too, both sides are very intent on victory. Meaning the gorilla, you must have like kidnapped its baby or something because it wants to kill you. It wants to kill each and every one of you. And the people know that if they don't kill the gorilla will kill them.
Okay.
So, I pose this question to everyone in the TeamSpeak and everyone in chat. Do you believe 100 people could defeat a gorilla in a fight?
I have an answer.
Yep.
The answer is no.
Yep.
Do you want to know why?
Sure.
Because I love seeing specifically men on the internet getting butthurt when women say it can't be done because the men are all like, I'm a man, I could take down a gorilla. I'm not saying all men. I'm saying that some of the men I have seen get really upset about it, and I find it hilarious.
That's fair.
Therefore, no.
No. I would say, to be fair, not babies, Nikki. Like, I would say that the babies are exempt, and probably anyone who can't walk are also exempt. So, like, the oldest of old and the youngest of young, we will... we're gonna give them a free pass.
Imagine instead of like getting called for a draft for a war, you get called for a draft and it's to go fight a fucking gorilla.
First of all, I would love to see this. So, okay, so you both say no, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and I think there was the thing about people out there hamster around the cat. Oh, it's that hamster smell enough very loud. Yeah, no, I get that incident. They say humans are unarmed. Can we assume that the humans are allowed to coordinate or just a deserve rush? I think that like in the fairest of fair situations, at the snap of a finger, all parties are just in a field, an arena, doesn't matter like the location too much. We're assuming average adult from the US, I'm going to say worldwide, is that it's 100 people, not babbies, not really old people, picked at random, and those 100 people go to fight the gorilla. Not armed, not anything. The American Emu War. I'm just telling you. The emus beat the, the Australians twice in wars. So.
Twice.
At random globally. Yeah, I think it's globally. So, and the version of this that I was doing, I was trying to be, I wanted to be very inclusive of that, like, anyone could be. I know the debate online is mostly can 100 men do it, but I don't think the answer changes.
No, the answer does not change.
To me personally. I'm going to tell you no, I don't think they could. They're... If given, like, prep time and, like, I don't know, like, prep time, I would take a lot for the humans to win. Like, I'm trying to come up with, like, a situation where, like, they would have a better shot. Just to tell you, because I want to look up a few facts about gorillas. And we are going with a male silverback gorilla. The top speed of a silverback male gorilla is 20 to 25 miles per hour over short distances. The average human jogging, it can be like 8 miles per hour. Sprinting would be 15.
I don't think I've ever run 50 miles an hour.
No. And I'm going to tell you that no one's going that fast here.
Nah. Maybe 5.
A good day?
Yeah, my full speed running is 5, and I give up after about 5 seconds because I'm tired and I don't want to do it anymore.
Yep.
And I think, like, the answer... I think everyone here resounding no. The people would not win.
No.
Because what I want to do, I wanted to see how many clauses we could put in after this to make it possible that the people could win and not just give gun.
No, the gorilla is on a tranquilizer.
Or, like, some weapon or something. Because, like, I'm trying to think. Running should be sustainable. Sprinting is higher power, shorter distance. Yeah, it's running. But the average human jogging is 8 miles per hour. So, like, it's not going to be close, guys. Like, I think the gorilla would just kind of tear through people so fast that, like, yeah, but gorillas only travel about 3 to 4 hours a day. If people scatter, some might get away. That's not defeating the gorilla, though. Yeah, I do picture this in an arena, probably, like a flat open area. But if for the versions of this where we want to, Nikki, I think that's a good point. If we give the humans Godzilla, I think they could win.
Yes.
Yeah, dude, give me Godzilla.
Although, in King Kong versus Godzilla, didn't King Kong win?
I'm
pretty sure he won.
That's up for debate.
Fair enough. I saw the movie once while I was intoxicated several years ago, so not the best source.
I'm a Godzilla stan, so I'm like, hey,
fair enough.
that's my nondescript gendered individual there.
Yeah, you like your lizard? You can have your lizard.
Yeah. That's my giant kaiju lizard you're talking about. That's
my emotional support kaiju lizard.
That's my emotional support kaiju. Leave him be.
I think for argument's sake that the gorilla would be considered the winner if the humans ran away and hid, or like ran away.
I would think that running away is a flee /
yeah.
Like, the idea and mission, like we said before, is the gorilla is intent on killing all 100 people, and the 100 people are intent in knowing that if they do not kill the gorilla, they die. The gorilla will kill them.
Yeah.
Before Snow, we had mentioned that it's a male silverback gorilla. And it's going to be perfectly healthy.
Yeah.
We get to pick our gorilla champion, but we don't get to pick the humans. Why? Because we like gorilla.
Mm-hmm. We're
Team
rooting for the gorilla. Yeah.
Can we pick our gorilla? Yeah, why not? That sounds awesome.
Can you pick the people? No.
Can you wait it out? It depends what you mean by wait it out. Because if you're in an arena, and I'm picturing... honestly, picture like a gladiator's arena. You know what I mean? Like...
The Coliseum.
The Coliseum is a great example. And... there's only so much you can do. Like, you can try to hide, you can try to wait it out, but I think that the gorilla will find and kill you, because the gorilla is looking to kill everyone and will not stop until everyone's dead.
He's bloodthirsty.
Yeah.
And if you flee the arena...
If somehow you get out of the arena, yeah, you are disqualified. You don't win. Because you have to kill the gorilla to win. You cannot just run away.
Yeah.
Because I'll be real, like, there were very strong humans, but, like, the average person, we're not gorilla strong. There's a reason why we're on inside and they're outside.
Oh.
What?
Robo Tony.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I think you're back to normal.
Tony has sounded fine for me this entire time. I don't know if that's just me.
Okay,
Oh.
so it could be just
Could be me.
mixture of things. Yeah, because I think I actually heard you, Robo, for a second.
Might be me. Ignore me then. Sorry.
No,
I didn't hear her
it's a
Robo
very.
either. I don't know.
Thanks. Yeah, Gianna's like, you both sound fine this entire time. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Are you guys gaslighting me?
Deuces. Yeah. How does he know he must kill all? Oh, Nikki. He knows. Gorilla, no. Gorilla, no. Monkey strong. Luffy could win. Luffy would have a really good shot. Yeah, I think that, like... anyone that is, like, superhuman, like, comic book character level or anime character has a much better shot, but I think it's still, like, unless they are, like, Superman or something. Like, Hawkeye, he just gets killed, dude. Like, Hawkeye dies so fast against a gorilla. Aquaman, we're in an arena, man. Like, you don't got fish, you don't got water. You're just a guy. In hand-to-hand combat, too, like, you just have to have powers that you could use, you know what I mean? So, like, unfortunately, like, Batman, even though he's really smart, he wouldn't have any of his gadgets. Inspector Gadget also wouldn't have any of his gadgets.
No gadgets.
Yeah. He would just be Inspector.
Yeah, you can't inspect away a gorilla.
You can try. Doesn't go too
You
well.
will not succeed.
Yeah.
What if it was Inspector Gadget?
What?
What?
Wait, what did you just say?
You said you can't inspect a gorilla.
Yeah.
What if it was Inspector Gadget?
I was just talking about Inspector Gadget, Gianna.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, did you... Hey, sweetie. Hey.
I'm sorry.
Let's talk for a
sorry.
second.
I'm sorry.
I went from Batman to Inspector Gadget, and like that's why we were saying you can't inspect a gorilla away. And you're like, aha, but what about Inspector Gadget? It's like,
I'm sorry.
Well, sweetie.
I was mildly distracted, and then I was like, oh, you know what would be funny? Inspector Gadget.
You know who I think is a silly guy Inspector Gadget.
He is a silly guy. Hey, are my AirPods picking up everything right now?
What do you mean everything?
Like, you can hear everything in the background?
No.
Cool, because I just looked on stream and like the little bubble that like shows you're
Yeah,
being heard is
it's
filled
just
the entire
no.
time.
Yeah, I've seen that, and there is no like rhyme nor reason for why that's happening. I think it just is.
Okay, I was like, oh my god, you guys are hearing everything.
Yeah, we hear all of your inner thoughts, so be careful.
Mhm.
Oh, you mean the elevator music?
I thought it sounded familiar because that's also been playing in my head. Interesting.
In my head.
I see you
In
loving me.
my head.
You fulfill my
Feel my
fantasies.
fantasy.
My head.
Only screaming out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We should start a band.
We should.
I'll play the
But
spoons.
Okay, perfect. But like specifically over either Discord or TeamSpeak, so that way we're always just like slightly off from each other.
Yeah, so it's never perfect. No matter how good
Yeah.
it sounds in your end, no, it's not right.
Yeah.
So
Chaos.
I wanted to ask how many humans would it take within this scenario to beat a gorilla?
1,000.
That was my gut reaction too.
1,000
but
feels right, but it might be more like 500.
I was gonna say I think a few hundred would probably be able to do
Because
it.
at one point, you might be able to just sheer number, like, overwhelm. Like, because, like,
Yeah.
there are, I will say this. I think that, like, if we were to be, like, give the betting odds out, the gorilla wins 95% of the time versus 100 people. I don't know if it's 100% of the time, because if someone gets lucky and is able to, like, trip up the gorilla somehow,
True.
maybe, but again, luck.
True.
It is all luck. It's not anything that people could do.
Yeah, it's like if one person gets on his back the right way, maybe they
Then,
can like
yeah.
distract him enough.
And also, if the RNG is good and you actually do get like an MMA fighter and you let them just try
True. Just like fucking punch him out.
Oh my god, we got Ronda Rousey? Okay, we're winning. Oh shit. I was so worried. I don't have to do anything. Ronda's just gonna do it.
She's just gonna do everything.
Oh, Ronda's got the gorilla in an armbar. Oh, the gorilla's tapping out.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Imagine.
okay, that is a very fair take. Disney said, I think 100 humans would probably win, because wow, is that a lot of humans. The gorilla would get tired. 80 would probably die, though. That's fair. I think that, like, it's a reasonable... I'm not going to tell someone that that's a crazy idea, because that is a lot of murder for one gorilla.
It is. And murder is tiring.
Yeah.
Not speaking from experience or anything.
No. And you would have known nothing about killing 100 people specifically. Don't Google anything.
Nope. Nothing's come out of the news yet. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that they're... The only way... I think I see two roads to victory. If the gorilla does just run out of stamina after, like, 80 people... But yeah. I think the gorilla would probably have some sort of adrenaline-like reaction and be able to go the entire time, most likely.
True.
How each is killed, it would lose steam as time passes. Yeah, because there are some that, like, I'll be real. Gorilla's just gonna run past, like, punch in the head hard enough that they're just dead. Like, very, I'll call it easy ways,
Yeah,
wow, Sonny, that is, I would say that's bold.
What did Sunny? What?
Sonny said, I think if it's a coordinated attack, 10 humans is enough.
Whoa.
But okay, coordinated attack
Coordinated
is
with-
different because
Yeah.
the scenario that I was laying out was like snap of the fingers, 100 humans, gorilla in a arena like environment.
Cage match.
I do think with prep time and like tools and stuff, yeah, if you capture the gorilla and then stab it to death, you know what I mean? Like, you could
But I think if there
probably,
was no prep time and
Yeah.
no tools, yeah, no.
because I think that's the most fair way to do it.
Yeah.
And putting in the arena doesn't allow for like people to run off and or just run off and like make weapons, because that's probably what would happen is they would try to make weapons, which, you know, that is what I'll say. The only thing that probably people have over the gorilla is like their like
Cognitive abilities.
cognitive abilities, their thoughts for being able to turn something into maybe a weapon. The destructiveness is what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Though I don't think there'd be an ethical way to test this other than a very advanced and sophisticated situation. We're not talking about ethics at all. No, it's
Ethics? I'm talking about murdering 100 people over here. What do you mean ethics?
I said we get to pick the gorilla. That's the only ethical part at all.
Yeah.
There will be a panel of gorilla selecting judges.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think ethical to the gorilla. Yeah, we're gonna, I think without tools 5 to 10 trained slightly above average humans are enough. Okay.
I think you're underestimating how strong gorillas are, Sonny.
I think if the gorilla was like chill and you just hit it, like if it was a sneak attack on the gorilla and the gorilla didn't know any better, maybe a coordinated attack of 10 people could do it if you chose like 10 or
If you snuck
MMA
up on the gorilla
fighters,
while it was sleeping.
if you had like every perfect scenario. But if you're like going after a gorilla in full rage mode, nah, no way.
Gorillas are fucking chonky, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
Oh, is it a Bailey?
so
This is a very interesting discussion, because I think that like both sides of the argument can, outside of a few people who are like taking this as like beats chest men, I'm manly man. You say I can't do thing, I do thing. Is, you know, this is an interesting debate because it really does put the skill sets of both things up. That's true. Sonny's a fish. So, first of all, blub. Also, Sonny had their debut for their VTuber model on stream the other day on Friday. Yay, Sonny!
Hey!
woohoo.
Sonny's really cool. Go follow and love Sonny.
So I found a very interesting article about gorillas.
I would love to hear it.
So there are multiple things that it talks about. So the thing is, gorillas, one, I think we're also taking out of the argument, or like not including the fact that humans don't really fight like wild animals. Wild
Gianna,
animals
could you
fight.
talk or something? Because you're echoing.
Hello? Hi? Hello?
Okay. Sorry.
But like gorillas fight like wild animals and they fight dirty. And I also found a statistic that says if a human tried to punch a gorilla, you would break your arm in doing so.
Mm.
So yeah, I don't think 10 people could take down a gorilla without any tools. Even if it is a coordinated attack, because like if you can't punch them, you can't bite them, you're not going to break through anything. and they can throw 1,800 pounds. The humans are fucked.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
Yeah.
I was just looking up some more facts and stuff too, and apparently, the bite force of a gorilla is around 1,300 psi, and the average human is 160.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And yeah, like their bones, it says are. Oh,
And sweetie, you're still echoing.
Well, I haven't. What do I do?
Maybe turn your mic threshold
sensitivity.
sensitivity down because it's picking up too much, I think.
So, like, theoretically, how would one do that?
You go into your settings. Are you on TeamSpeak 3 or 5?
How would I know that?
What does it look like?
Not like yours.
Is it white or blue?
Then 3.
Blue.
Oh.
Then 5.
Then 5. Because mine is white and I'm on 3.
Oh. Maybe it just looks different from Windows to Mac.
Maybe. Does it say like in the top of the window 3 or 5 at all?
Sure wish it did.
You know, I want to know how many gorillas would it take to help Gianna with TeamSpeak. That's what I want to know. How many IT gorillas can it be? All right, so you're gonna go. If you're on 5, you go
capture
to
device, microphone.
Yep.
Gianna's AirPods Pro, noise reduction.
Yeah, you're gonna go to. Is there voice activity detection?
Voice activity detection.
It would be right under the microphone category.
No, it's just this capture device.
Okay. Can you send me a picture of your TeamSpeak real fast?
Yeah.
Just because I will be able to tell what it is right away.
I will snap it to you.
Yeah.
The deed is done.
Let's see.
Also, apparently, gorilla bones are 3 times thicker and heavier than not American, human bones.
It just does look like Mac just has less options.
That's fun.
Because when I go to my settings, I have a under my audio section, under capture device, there's more settings.
Same.
So maybe I reset TeamSpeak?
No, I mean like
you could set do, like push to talk.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could set push to talk.
Yeah.
How does one set push to talk?
Let's see. I haven't put push to talk on in Windows 5, and I don't see that option under audio. So that key bindings. Give key bindings.
Okay.
Is push to talk one of the options?
Yes.
All right, set a key for it.
It's like grayed out though. Like I can't touch anything in this binding setting.
What?
It's like it says push to talk PTT, and then I click it and nothing happens.
The little plus sign?
No. I have like profile. I can add a profile name or something.
Do that and then see if it comes up.
The new profile name. What do I type in?
Gianna.
I don't know what I'm doing.
No, type in the word Gianna, like your name.
Oh.
Because it's your profile.
What is that one? I thought you were just saying, like, Gianna, what are you doing?
No.
Okay. I don't know why that didn't save.
Okay.
Oh, okay. There we go. Active.
and then you'll set. If you do see that option, you do just set.
It does. Does it matter that it says I'm missing access for global key bindings to allow key bindings even while using other apps grant access to TeamSpeak?
What?
Like I have an error.
I think these are issues because you're on a Mac. I'm gonna assume.
Allow the application to monitor input from your keyboard even while using
Yes.
applications. The wonders of IT and Mac with
Dude, I'll be real.
Doesn't
Like,
understand.
I hate Macs so much.
Same.
Like, I cannot stand them.
Oh, I love my Mac. I just don't understand how to do any of this.
I just think you can do everything a Mac does better on the PC.
Yeah.
On a PC, but like for a mobile, what I need a computer for on like a day-to-day basis, a Mac works better than me for than an HP laptop, I find. It says I need to quit TeamSpeak and reopen, so I'm going to disappear for a second.
Alright.
Hey, bye!
Best of luck.
Disconnected from your channel.
Don't fall in.
I try to get my coworkers to swap from Apple to Android or just literally fucking anything else on a weekly basis because they constantly complain about like their phone not working or not knowing how to do this or it not being able to do this. And I'm like, you're using Apple products. Apple products are designed to be so different from everything else that you can't use anything else. You have to use all of their products.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello.
It no longer says that I'm constantly talking, so maybe this will fix the connection, or not the connection.
Are you using?
Echo issue?
Are you holding the button down to talk?
No, but is it an issue right now? It's like, am I echoing?
No, I don't hear it. So maybe it.
Not yet. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
Maybe that fix it.
Oh, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I had a feeling something was wrong when it said I was constantly talking. I was like, something's not right here.
Yeah. Hey, I bet one gorilla couldn't do that. And we only needed 2 people.
We overpowered
Thanks
the
for
gorilla.
Technology IT Tuesday, folks. It's Saturday, but
the IT gorilla could not handle that. He had to escalate it.
Sure did.
He's like, I'm gonna be real. I can't do this. And we were like, I'm sorry, IT gorilla. I really am.
Tried your best, but it's okay.
Yeah. But because I wanted to bounce off of the 100 people versus gorilla discussion into other silly ones, like how many hamsters would it take to kill one person?
I think if they're all nibbling, 1,000.
It would take a lot.
It would take a lot of
Hamsters
hamsters, right? They're tiny little guys.
But okay. Question.
Yeah.
Can the human fight back?
Yes.
Oh, but I don't know.
It's a lot of hamsters, right?
It would be a lot of fucking hamsters.
Because I'm trying to think of like, man, it could be like 1,000 hamsters.
Because like you can yeet the motherfuckers real far because they're little. They're so little.
They're so little.
Yeah.
Like, I think the stress of trying to keep 20 hamsters alive would kill an average person. He thinks it's true, but this is the rules of the hamsters trying to kill you, and you, in your sick ways, need to kill all these hamsters for some reason.
Bloodthirsty.
All it takes is one hamster at the jugular. You just get one hamster that like goes dives and can't see the jugular.
Oh my god.
It's true.
One very not vegetarian hamster.
Because I think hamsters probably would start on the ground. Right? They don't start on you.
Yeah.
So, like... Dude, a lot of hamsters would just be gone. See, this is like what the gorilla is looking at, by the way, when it comes to the people. They're like... They don't even know.
They're like, they're so little, I can just toss them aside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also different varieties of hamsters. Like there's dwarf hamsters, and then there's like the bigger guys that look kind of like almost guinea pig size.
I still think it would be like 1,000, probably, maybe.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. It's so easy to throw off, like, little hamsters like that, unless there was like 1,000 of them coming at you at once, then that would be a little difficult.
Because it would be very hard for all the hamsters to attack you at once. Because that's something that people don't think about with the gorilla fight too. Is all 100 people cannot be attacking and or in contact with the gorilla at the same time.
Yeah.
It's physically impossible.
Yeah.
Like, all the hamsters would not be able to be in contact with you at the same time either, most likely, unless they all spawn on you. That might be a little different. Yeah, I think probably over 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, I think those fuckers be in red ECW. Because I'm thinking, like, it could be 2,000, you know? It could be, like... Again, I think the human loses once they get really tired.
Yeah, once they start to lose that stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully the hamster killing gives you an adrenaline rush.
The hamster kill gives you
Oh
an
my God.
adrenaline rush. It's like a
If you were
power
told-
boost every time you get one.
Oh my God. If you threw me in an arena with 1,000 hamsters and you said you have to kill every single one of these or they will kill you, I would just sit down and let it happen.
Real talk, I would lay
Yeah.
down and welcome my demise.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But we're assuming the person who is fighting, for whatever reason, wants to continue
kill.
living.
Yeah.
They, like,
Fucking
have
weirdo.
something really exciting the next day going on. Like, I bet they're
Yeah.
going to, like, a buffet or something. You're like, oh, shit.
Or they have a really large bank account.
Oh,
And so,
yeah.
like, they have, you know, the means to keep living in this fucked up world.
It's like, oh, dude, for me, it would be like, I do have some really good leftovers in the fridge, and I really wanted to eat those first.
Yeah.
That might be what I need to get over the line, I think.
For me, it would be bear.
I'll also, yeah, because my dogs, my fish, you know, little people, little animals.
You can't leave Seymour behind.
Yeah.
He won't understand what's happening.
That is one thing. I don't want to get too deep, but, you know, you know, where the conversation gets really different, I think, is when it comes to, like, obviously we do not, first of all, these are all hypotheticals, right? We do not actually condone the murdering of thousands of hamsters.
No. We do not.
For sport.
For sport. If it was, yeah. But no, Dizen made a good point. If you told them, that you told a person that they had to keep 20 hamsters alive, I think that would kill the person. Like, you had to care for all of them.
Yeah, because that would make me bankrupt, and then I would probably just starve.
Oh, Sonny's brings up a good point. A very great clarification. We also do not care and or endorse the killing of a gorilla.
Nope.
The 100 humans thing,
Yeah.
Justice for Harambe.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! It's Harambe's our champion. We bring Harambe back to seek vengeance. It
Now
would
he's
be
zombie Harambe.
thousands of people before that gorilla's down.
The Harambe.
True.
Yeah. But... No, I don't know why. When I combined zombie and Harambe, I got Zimbabwe in my head.
Unfortunately, that already exists.
Yeah, it's like, if Zimbabwe wasn't already a place, let me tell you. Zombie Harambe. Don't ask where the W comes in.
It doesn't.
We would just do it without it. It'd be
It's fine.
Zimbabwe.
Zarambe.
Zarambe. What I was going to say, because obviously, again, I want a very, like, strictly say that we do not actually. W is for when he wins against 100 humans. It's true. He claims the W.
Oh my god.
No, that's good.
That's so good.
And I think that, like, there are a lot of animals that, like, it would take a ton of humans to kill. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm thinking, too, like, again, in a non-coordinated attack, of course, in the same things, like, I don't know if 100 people is even close enough to take out a raging elephant.
No,
You know what I
definitely
mean?
not.
Like, how many
No.
people would you need for that? Like
A lot.
a lot of people, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can quantify the amount of people you would need, because you
like,
don't have any tools or anything. Because usually you would have to, like, I don't know. I don't even know how they normally would corral them. You know?
like a lot of gorillas, like, to get them to move and stuff for like circuses or like other shitty places that hate them,
Mhm.
they like literally like fucking stab them to get them to move, just because their skin is so fucking thick that like stabbing them with a pole gets them to just walk. So like I don't
Is that
think there's
gorillas?
yeah.
Wow.
Like, or not, sorry, not gorillas, elephants.
Elefantes?
Yeah. So like I don't think there is anything that a human hand could do to an elephant, even if there were a fucking 1,000 of us.
Yeah, because that's the thing too. At least the elephant is kind of slow. Yeah, like, again, like, I think the only human chance is when the elephant passes out being tired, and then, like, you
But
just
even then,
bite
how,
it to death and make it bleed to death
yeah, I was gonna
slowly.
say, how would you kill it?
I think
Like,
you would have to, like, you sacrifice a person and turn them into a knife.
okay, we're gonna kill you and take your bones and
Yeah.
make them sharp.
We're gonna make
and
them
then
sharp so
kill
we
it.
can kill the elephant.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, because, yeah, like, what could human hands do to an elephant? Like, I don't want to get gross or anything. I think you could probably, like, gouge out its eye or something, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, would that kill it? You're just
I
make it
don't
angrier.
think so. Yeah. Like it would hurt it and then make it
Yeah.
angry, but I don't think it would kill it.
So they're, like, they would have to, like, I don't know. They would have to find a way to, like, get the elephant to break a bone or something and then start, like, attacking that area, I think.
Yeah.
Like, if you're able to, I don't know, the only thing that's strong enough to destroy it is itself. You have to break off the tusk.
Oh.
I guess
Yeah.
someone would have to go the old Ant-Man versus Thanos route. You're right, someone goes up the elephants. Anyway. Huh. It's funny.
That's funny.
That's funny. It's very funny. Same thing with, like, a rhino to me. Like, rhino rages. To a way lesser extent, like a bull. I think probably 20 people could take on a bull if someone is able to, like, get the horns.
That's the whole purpose of bullfighting, though, isn't it?
Well, like, bull riding, do you mean? Or, like,
no, the one where they do, like, the red thing and they, like, make the bull charge at them.
Yeah. But the way they usually, like, are able to take it down is, like, with rope and stuff, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so they
have
wouldn't
to
have any rope.
lasso them.
Alright, this is the theoretical of, like, no tools.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, so you would just have to, like, someone would have to, like, be bait or something. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of animals that can kill people, guys. Like, let's be real.
Oh yeah.
Like, as much as, like, for me, I love animals, and I think they're all, like, most animals are very cute, and I love them to death. It is important to note the danger of them. Like, we only have dogs and cats because for some reason they decided to hang out with us. That was them. They wanted, I know, but, like, that was their choice. They decided it was good for them. You know?
Yeah,
Ooh.
definitely.
They're like, we're gonna align with these humans. I think they'll feed me often.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, these guys are cool.
You know, a wolf one day went up and like, you know, I think we need more wolves with tiny legs.
I love wolves with tiny legs.
Dude, it's insane how smart wolves are. Like, my friend's boyfriend works up in Yellowstone,
Mm.
and some of the stories he has of wolves, like, fucking outsmarting humans is ridiculous.
I believe it.
Are there any of the stories that you're allowed to share?
None that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay. Fair. You're like,
I
no.
don't think I do. Put on the spot like this.
I don't remember, but I do remember.
Oh, I thought they were like
some,
gruesome
like,
or something. Like,
no,
and you couldn't share them.
I have bad memory.
No, it's fine. But like, yeah, I mean, especially like a pack of wolves or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
not even just a wolf. Like, if they're a pack, that pack mentality, dude, they're gonna fuck your shit up. Let me tell you.
Yeah, they are. Not in the fun way.
Unfortunately or fortunately now. Depending on your
idea of a good time.
Yeah. Better what your idea of a good time is. Okay. I need to step away for like a few minutes. So I'm putting you both equally as in charge.
It's because last time I set the chat on fire.
Listen.
No.
You didn't set the chat on fire. You just prevented it from being set on fire. You didn't prevent it, I should say.
Who was trying to set it on fire?
It was Derek.
So, please do not let the chat catch on fire. If there's any fires in chat, put them out. I'm going to leave my little VTuber guy up, so he'll be probably dancing back and forth for a little bit. So, if anyone joins in chat, please say hi to them for me. I will be back in a few moments, my friends. I love you.
Have fun. It's time to play talk about how much we love Tony game.
Yeah.
Tony's so great. I love Tony.
He is fantastic. I know when I was gone, he talked about when we met for the first time, and he was like, you know, when you're just like, it just feels right. And it's so true. It's so true. Like, Tony feels like we were brother and sister in a past life, and we were just, you know, besties.
Just destined to be. Was destiny to meet.
Destiny to be bestinies. That's not a word.
Destiny.
Close enough. Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. You guys are awesome. When you're like, you guys just awesome. Click. Nah, you're awesome.
No, you're awesome.
Chuck, no, you're awesome. Anyway, we could do all this all night.
We could, absolutely.
Still playing Isaac. Still not good.
Hey, you know what? You're still trying.
Still trying.
It's pretty damn good, not gonna lie.
Something the definition of insanity.
You know, the definition of insanity is such a loose definition. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. It's fine.
Definition of insanity, open up the dictionary, it's just a picture of me playing the game.
Nah, I think the definition is open for interpretation. I think it's fine.
I miss Tony. I miss Tony too, Derek.
Yeah.
Also, hi, Derek.
Hello.
Oh, did I just hear myself echo in my own?
Oh,
That was
interesting.
interesting.
New developments have been made.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with TeamSpeak. I always, when I do TeamSpeak over or like podcast over TeamSpeak instead of in person with Tony, I use the AirPods, and I've never had an issue until today.
Oh. Yep. Welcome to TeamSpeak. Sometimes it doesn't like people.
Yeah, I thought me and TeamSpeak were cool, but I guess TeamSpeak showed no mercy.
Yeah.
No
TeamSpeak's kind of a
favorite in this
bitch.
universe. TeamSpeak, don't take that too personally. I didn't
Yeah,
say
no,
it. No, I'm
please
kidding.
don't kick me off. I just like disconnect.
Please wait, don't make it worse.
Oh my god. I'm currently power washing the dragon's lair from Shrek.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
You know, after like however long Fiona was locked in that tower, that place gotta be filthy.
Oh, it's nasty. It's
We
real
almost
nasty.
we almost went to a Shrek rave this weekend instead of the other thing we did.
Oh my god. My friends and
It was
I
a,
wanted to go, but we missed it.
it was a high contender list of things to do, and I was like, we really almost went.
Hell yeah. Yeah, my friends and I, we didn't know about it until it was too late. Like the one near us.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's usually what happens with us too. Or like we'll always find out about it after the fact, or like too late to buy tickets.
Yep.
I'm trying to be better about my ticket purchases these days because I'm trying not to just buy tickets for the willy nilly of going to a concert these days.
Same. I'm trying to be a responsible adult and save my money so I can move, but
I
it's
feel that.
hard. It's so
I
hard.
feel.
Especially when one of my favorite bands that I missed seeing last year is coming again this year, but the ticket's $230.
Ah, that hurts so much.
Yeah. And it would be going with people that I don't really like that much. But like the band.
But it's still a concert. I get it. I get it.
Huh. It's so funny because like I'll talk to Kyle about it and he's like, why would you want he's like obviously he's like, go have fun if you want to. He's like, but I don't understand how you have fun at concerts. He hates concerts.
Tony's low key the same way. He'll go because I make him go, and
Yep.
he's nice and he wants to spend time with me. But
Yep.
like, it's not his favorite place to be by any means.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, fuck yeah, concert.
Me. Even if I don't really know a band, I will still have fun at a concert.
Oh, absolutely. I just love
Yeah.
live music.
Yeah, it's good. Kyle just hates fun though. True. Although he did have fun sometimes when he was here with me. I'm not going to say all of the time because, most of the time him and I were just, working and going about regular
Daily
days.
life.
But like the things we did, I think he enjoyed and had fun. So.
And I lost. You know what? Time to switch to Minecraft on Switch.
Hell yeah.
Minecraft on Switch is so much harder than Minecraft on PC.
I wonder if it's the same as the Minecraft like mobile app, or is it different than that? Do you know?
I'm not entirely sure.
Okay. Fair enough.
I assume it's kind of the same. Like, I assume it's this like mobile version's the same as the Xbox version, and I assume this is just a port of that.
Xbox on.
Gotcha.
Oh, he back.
He has risen.
I have risen on this the day of background noise.
Hallelujah.
All consoles use Bedrock.
I can't believe they would all play that song.
Oh.
I can make you bedrock.
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
forgot
dun.
how long it's been since I've played Minecraft on my Switch, and I forgot that the three worlds that I have are called Trashlandia,
Mhm.
Trashlovania,
Okay.
Oh my god.
and create Topia, which is my creative world.
Oh yeah. I love it.
Beautiful.
Where are we going? Let's go to Trashylvania.
I feel like I belong there.
I feel like I'd
My
be cozy
hometown.
there as well.
Yeah.
Where I'm from.
We should all go and visit.
Yay!
Yay. Wait, so if it's Bedrock, does that mean that Gianna can play on the realm? Because
let's look it up.
realms are cross-platform between Java and Bedrock, and if the Switch edition is just Bedrock.
Minecraft on the Switch. Play on Minecraft realms.
Says no, I'm gonna be sad.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up.
Same.
I'm getting different answers.
Of course, internet.
Let me look.
I mean, I can always just try to add her and see what it says.
Yeah, because I'm seeing some people say yes, but I'm also seeing some people say that the option to join the realm isn't there. Let me. I'm like perusing through YouTube videos right now.
Okay.
Like tutorials to see.
Sure would like to play with y'all.
That would be so much fun. Because then if we get Gianna on, maybe the realm can come back to life, because it's dead right now. It has been dead for many moons. Not many moons, but a few moons.
Multiple. Several.
Yeah. Because, like, I haven't played in the last month, and before that, it was still, like, probably 3 weeks to a month that I was the only one playing most of the time. Like, some people would get on here and there, but...
I remember when you guys all defeated the Ender Dragon.
Yeah! That was a good time. It was fun. And fast. Because, like, when you have that many people and everybody's in at least Enchanted Diamond, if not full Netherite, and, like we were very over-prepared.
We were so ready.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say maybe.
Okay. Yep.
We can give it a shot.
We sure can. But I would need you to message me things.
Okay.
Unless you want to drop them in the chat. I don't. Well, I guess it's just like your Minecraft name, so I don't think it matters too much.
Whatever your Minecraft account name is.
Yeah.
Katelyn just needs it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me save and quit. Go back. And because I'm pretty sure I have 0 friends. So
wait, doesn't support Bedrock? That was like the whole fucking point of the realms, was that they were created so that you could have crossplay. What the fuck? They lie.
That's so unfortunate.
I still want to try it.
Yeah.
I'm still launching.
Search for players. Find friends on other platforms. Sign in or sign up for free connect. Okay, sign in now. No one can tell by today's podcast. I am really bad at technology.
You are way better than some of my friends that are also our same age. So got that going. You're like fucking miles ahead of one of my friends in particular. I love her, but she's a grandma with technology.
So I'm seeing that if both players, and this is just for crossplay on PC and Switch, not the realm specifically, if both sides are using Bedrock Edition of the game, it's possible.
Okay. We can still try. Worst case, it says no.
Yeah, I'm also trying to do a little bit more research to see if anyone has like an answer, like
Where did
Because
that other advice go? There it is.
the only issue I'm seeing is that I think Switch can play on Realms, but I think it might be like a Switch only realm.
Oh, that would be poopy.
Nintendo continues to be the worst.
The server would be Java. There might no. It's not on the Realm. You can't add plugins, right?
No.
Okay.
Why
I
is
cannot.
Microsoft trying to make me choose how I look on Xbox? What is happening here?
Minecraft is owned by Microsoft.
So I have to make like an account now?
Yeah.
A Microsoft
That's
account?
so
Yeah.
dumb. That's so dumb. I'm gonna make my picture the pig. I'm just gonna be nasty girl.
You sent Katelyn the answer.
Which isn't available.
Gotcha.
Guys, my
Telegram.
tag isn't available. I'm actually gonna kill myself.
You sure you don't have it already then?
I'm positive I don't have this gamer tag.
Okay.
Because I don't have an Xbox.
Yeah, but you might have had to make a Microsoft account for something else.
It's making me log in, and I logged in with the information that I would have logged in with. Or like created the account with, I should say.
Yeah. Apparently,
Okay.
like there's a plugin you can use on Java servers to allow Bedrock players to join. So theoretically, that would allow Switch players to join, but I think that's a server explicitly.
Yeah, I would need a server for that.
Just want to say, the suggested usernames for the Xbox thing that's making me do are Rad Puppy, several hundred numbers, Cadent Jet, several hundred numbers, Bonzer Bell, 100 numbers, or Gabby Curve.
Yeah, Derek, I'm seeing the same things. It looks like.
Yeah, I'm trying to see like if I can specifically say or like specifically see if it's a Java realm, but I'm assuming it is because I have Java Edition.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
What the hell? It says I'm signed in, but I'm not signed in.
Okay. To have two separate versions of Minecraft so the game runs well on different platforms. Realms for Bedrock Edition run one kind of code. Realms of Java Edition runs on another. Okay.
Damn. I specifically remember being told that they were cross-platform, and I feel lied to. Maybe I probably just read that somewhere on the internet. And
realms for Bedrock Edition are cross-platform. Like, so if the realm, what I'm seeing is if the realm was Bedrock Edition, it would be people on consoles, mobile devices, and computers running Windows 10 would be able to cross-platform with other Bedrock players. Because they list, like, PS4, Switch, Xbox. It might be PS5, probably. This is PlayStation now. Like, even Android, Mac, Windows.
So what I'm hearing is probably not going to work.
Probably not.
And do you know for a fact that you have Java? A Java
yes.
realm? Yeah. I was talking to if Katelyn knows that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is specifically. Well, I specifically have Java.
It also says subscribe now when I go to Realms.
No, so yeah, that's to buy a realm. You will not be doing that.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was like something I had to sign
No.
up for.
Yeah, it doesn't look like I'd be able to, just because since I have Java and I created it, it would be in
It's
Java.
probably Yodo on.
Oof die. Well, at least you tried.
Unfortunate. Would have been fun.
Maybe if you get a PC one day.
Oh, dude, one day
If
I
you're,
dream.
if
Wink, wink,
you're,
nudge, nudge.
I think. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to get you a PC at some point. Or even just like a laptop that can do gaming and just not like too extensive, you know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to come up with anything, and I'm struggling.
Yeah, the stuff that Derek sent me and the research that I did too, and plus the
Yeah.
research you did, it's like, I don't think it's possible.
I don't
which
think
is
it's happening,
stupid.
folks.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Well,
So
it looks
I am.
like the. Oh, go for it.
Oh no, I am looking at like a bunch of like posts and stuff, and it does look like, at least like in the community wise, I don't know if this is like a normal Minecraft thing. It seems like a lot of people prefer like Bedrock when it comes to servers and realms, maybe because of the cross playability. I don't know if like Java is the only one that does plugins though. I don't know exactly how that works.
So it's really fucking weird how Mojang set up the two different editions, because they have different mechanics. So certain things that we're able to do in Java, you can't do in Bedrock, and vice versa. Like in Bedrock, you cannot build on the top of the nether roof. There's certain commands that work in Java and don't in Bedrock,
don't
and
work.
vice versa. Yeah. But it looks like the crossplay for the Bedrock realms is between Bedrock edition on a PC and consoles and like switches, but not Java edition downloaded on a PC.
No, yeah. So I have
Yeah.
the exact list here. Java is crossplay between Windows, Mac, and Linux, so specifically computers. Bedrock is crossplay Windows 10, Windows 11, Xbox, Switch, PS4, mobile, more. PS4, PS5, Android, iOS. Yeah. Chromebook, Amazon. Apparently, Amazon Fire as well. I don't know how the hell that's possible, but
wild. Yeah. Well, at least we tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Effort. Gave it our all.
Ooh, I found a beehive for the first time in Minecraft.
I love bees.
Nice. Boy.
Unfortunately, I don't know where I am in this world, so I'm not quite sure where my house is. Which means I might just have to start anew.
Starting over for the bees. Worth it.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, sheepies.
Sheep are cool.
Also, the
I might
bees
have to
will
kill
get
you
mad
for
at
your
you
wool.
if you break the hive, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of let I did what I do in real life with bees, and I just respectfully let them live.
Fair enough.
Like, let them live their lives.
You can move them if you have silk touch, but yeah, if you try to break the hive without anything, they will be very mad at you.
Oh, I'm not in the business of angering any bees here.
Fair. Oh my god, speaking of bees, Tony, have you played Rust since they added bees?
I have not played Rust in a very long time.
They have bees.
I love that
And-
they have bees.
You can have chickens as pets now.
Yeah, I have not played since that. I haven't played since July of last year.
Oh, holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It hasn't been in my my like circulation of things
yeah, fair enough.
in a while. Not that I love Rust. There's just a lot of video games.
Yeah,
Some would
there's
say
just a
too
lot of
many.
things. I do kind of want to play Rust this wipe because it did just wipe a couple days ago.
Yes. I think like 2 days ago now.
Yeah, so I think I might play this wipe. Kyle and I were playing, not last wipe, obviously, because he was here, but the wipe before that.
Mm.
And yeah, some of the new changes are pretty fun.
It's kind of like chickens. It's crazy.
And I had chickens as pets, and I'm a changed woman. Because they require you to pet them to like be happy, and they make little happy noises. They're so
Yeah.
cute.
And I hate to tell you this, Gianna, but you are echoing again.
No, come on! I'm not even doing anything.
Like
Speak.
I don't know. Somehow your mic's getting caught on. Because I can hear us talking when from your device, so I don't know if like the volume's too loud in your headphones or something.
Sometimes
Like-
what TeamSpeak does is like if you don't talk for a while, it kind of like tries to like amplify the space around you, and that's why whenever Gianna like does come back and talks, like at first it's like really loud because it's like trying to amplify it.
I did lower the volume. Maybe that'll help.
We'll see.
Yeah.
If not, we'll go back to trying the talk, like
Push to
press the
talk.
speed, whatever.
Yeah.
Push to talk. I was like, I'm just trying to live my life here, TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
Thought we had an understanding.
TeamSpeak is the mean girl in school.
Mm-hmm.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That tracks.
Because like she's weirdly popular and you don't really understand why, but like you kind of just have to go with it because everybody else does.
You're like, you're not my vibe, but everyone else is into this, I guess.
Yeah.
Kinsey said, talk more and be more entertaining. Damn it.
TeamSpeak's like you stop talking. Why
So
would you?
rude.
Why would you stop talking?
Why would you cease communicating?
It's true. Oh, thank you for the HydroxideAnt.
Well, I have a great show recommendation if anybody wants a laugh.
What is it?
So I have seen this show 5,000 times on my recommended on Netflix, but I was always like, nah, I don't know. But Kyle put it on one day, and we were fucking cracking up. And it is Santa Clarita Diet.
I love that show.
It's so good. And
It's
they
criminal that
murdered it.
it's not. It's like that. It's over. I should say.
Yes, because they ended it on such a fucking wild cliffhanger.
Right?
Bunch of bitches.
I'll be real.
They're like no closure for anyone.
I've never heard of this.
Well,
And it's got Nathan Fillion in it, apparently.
it does.
Yes,
For
it
the
does.
first two seasons.
Well, then I'm down to watch at least 2 seasons.
Yeah, like it's hysterical. It's gory,
It's a
but
really
in a
funny
funny
premise.
way. Yeah.
All right, I gotta look up like the synopsis or something.
It's basically like middle class white family. Mom randomly gets turned into a zombie, and now they have to figure out what the fuck to do. But like, she's like, still looks like herself, but she's undead. And it's Drew Barrymore, and I love Drew Barrymore.
And she's a zombie.
Yeah.
She is.
Ruby. Which that's not really a spoiler because that's literally the entire premise of the show. So. But yeah, she turns into a zombie. And the neighbor boy is an actor that I love, and I don't see him in a lot of stuff, but he's funny as fuck.
I recognize his face.
The dad's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know him.
I meant the neighbor kid that's also in it, but yes, the main
sorry.
dad. No, you're fine.
What's that character's name?
Yep.
Okay.
Hold on. It's Eric. So it's Skylar.
Okay.
Desondo? I want to say.
Trying to see if I know this person from somewhere else.
He's in the movie Vacation.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Oh my god, you should.
No, I definitely have not seen this.
Like the original National Lampoon's Vacation franchise? Like it's a continuation of that because now it's Rusty all grown up and has his own family. And it's fucking funny, and I love it.
You know what movie I totally have seen him in? Night of the Museum, Secret of the Tomb.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think he plays Ben Stiller's kid. What a great show.
Love that. I also recently found out that Robin Williams died before the
movie came out.
The movie came out that the Night of the Museum movie that he was working on. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the last I'm pretty sure that was the last thing he ever acted in as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why like the one line he says is like very impactful. Like obviously it was like a goodbye to the character anyway. But like I want to pull it up at the museum quote.
He's using a lot of Hope Core TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
I'm trying to find it. You guys know what I'm talking about at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're on to your next adventure. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. How exciting.
Yeah. Let's try to get it. Yeah, the Teddy Roosevelt, you've done your job. Or you're done your job. It's time for your next adventure. And then Ben Stiller's character, Larry Daly, goes, I have no idea what I'm going to do tomorrow. How exciting.
Yeah.
And then I think he says something like, smile, my boy. It's sunrise.
I haven't seen that franchise, like any of the movies in that franchise, in a very long time. I feel like I should rewatch them.
I think it's probably worth it.
Yeah.
I do, in hindsight, get pretty sad, actually, watching a lot of Robin Williams' stuff.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know, you just see clips and stuff, and, like, that don't, like, not that they hint to it, but, like,
he's just sad. The sad lad.
Yeah.
Because he, like, I know, like for example, like he went to like it was for like cocaine and alcohol addiction, but
Mhm.
he actually went to rehab, and like a lot of people didn't talk about it because funny is an interesting word. Funny enough, it was the same time where Mel Gibson had his breakdown. Um,
Oh,
so everyone was talking about Mel Gibson, and he was able to kind of like go under the rug.
skirt by. Yeah.
Yeah, skirt by, and which normally he's definitely one of the cases of like it hurts your heart so much. To know.
Yeah. It do.
Robin
It
Williams
really
is one of
do.
the celebrity deaths that I'll never get over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the hardest ones to get over, I think. It because like I feel like everyone had at least seen and liked a Robin Williams movie, because
Oh
like
yeah.
he mostly played in funny things, but he also played a few serious roles and played them really, really well. Like,
Dead Poet Society. Oh, so
mhm.
good.
um, yeah, it's so many like actual, um, so many things to people. He was in Good Will Hunting, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Not your
and
fault.
yeah, I mean, like that performance alone,
Not your fault.
yeah.
Love Robin Williams.
Hmm.
Rest in peace of the goat.
It's true.
True.
And this is like a little bit of like a segue, but it just talking about random actors. So like this one isn't a this person's dead or anything. The one there's a is a topic that comes up in like our office a lot, that like I feel like I'm the only like proponent of, like that I didn't see the potential like in
Mm.
the guy from uh iCarly, who also played like the crazy guy in um Drake and
Freaking
Josh.
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Trainer.
Yeah.
Everyone like in office uh like sees like a lot more in him, I guess, than I have. I like him in hindsight a lot because of like knowing all the things he did, like to protect all the kids behind the scenes. Like I love him because of that. But like I don't know, I guess I wasn't the biggest like fan. He played wacky older brother and or crazy guy, like unhinged man.
I really enjoyed him in iCarly. I think that might be like the reason why I did was because I'm an only child. I have no siblings, so being able to watch shows where they have siblings that like really care for each other and like have that sibling bond that I will never experience, I think is for me very much something that like I enjoyed watching as a kid. I'm like, oh, I don't get this.
Oh, I loved him in
Also, I'm
iCarly, but it's people
Yeah.
saying that like I'm gonna put you in blast, Gianna. It's like Gianna and another coworker of ours who always say like he could have been like Jim Carrey levels of famous and successful.
I think you misinterpret what we mean by Jim Carrey levels. Like, not Jim Carrey levels of famous, like Jim Carrey energy.
Yeah, I don't agree.
Like the wacky, zany, I'll throw myself into physical humor, like that kind of thing. Like I'll be extra for the sake of the bit kind of energy.
Yeah, I mean, like I get that like he had a chaotic, zany energy, but I don't think that necessarily
Like I'm not trying to put them on
equals
the same
Jim
tier.
Carrey.
I'm not
Like,
trying to put them on the same level of like what Jim Carrey is, because Jim Carrey is in a league of his own, right? But I'm saying
True.
they're in the same ballpark.
Like they're playing the same game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're in the same ballpark. They can play the same thing, but it'd be like Jim Carrey's in like the MLB, and he was like in the minor leagues.
Well, that's what I mean about like not his level of famous, like just his energy.
Yeah, I
Like he's
guess I
he's not
just
MVP. He's just in the same. He's playing the same game.
yeah, I guess I just didn't think he was that like super funny, I guess. I'll be real. I didn't care for him at all in iCarly. I thought that like it was way over, not iCarly. I'm sorry, Drake and Josh. His character in Drake and Josh just was
Oh
like
yeah.
over the top for no reason.
Yeah,
So
I can agree with that one.
that's how
I
I
did
like
like him in
met
iCarly
him
though.
and knew him more from.
Yeah.
Truthfully, I watch a lot of iCarly, and I liked the older sibling who has chaotic energy. Um, I just think that like I don't know, Jim Carrey is so like over the top extra, but it works. You know what I mean?
He's in a league of
And
his
I
own.
think I think Jeremy Trainer was just like chaotic and not like the same kind of like the same
I get
kind
what
of
you're saying.
crazy that Jim Carrey is. I don't know how
Yeah.
better to say that. Is
I
that
get
like
what you're saying.
he's like very eccentric, but like I don't know. To me, it was not quite the same thing.
Yeah, I can see that. Because yeah, I think that maybe like Jeremy Trainer is trying to be like a
That's possible.
mini.
Maybe he could have been like emulating a little bit,
Yeah.
because I mean Jim Carrey, right?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I get it.
Love Jim Carrey.
I see both sides because I do just like him in that role in iCarly,
Hmm.
but I also haven't seen him in anything else, I don't think.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to speak to like him as a comedian in general, besides, the two shows that I've seen him in.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people base that kind of, oh, yeah, Jim Carrey energy kind of thing on the wacky zaniness of the Nickelodeon shows that he did.
True. I mean, that's what he's most
And
known for,
exactly. And
obviously.
like I think the only other thing he really did was a show called Wendell and Vinny.
Mm,
And
yeah,
that was like what if Spencer was a little more down to earth and an only child, and um I think the premise was something along the lines of having to take on his nephew or something.
gotcha.
And like it was supposed to be like a sitcom, like moral of the end of the story kind of show.
Yeah,
Didn't do well, but he was on it. He
he
was
he
Wendell.
did that
No,
thing.
Vinny. He did the thing.
Did the thing. Did he do it well? Debatable.
Who's to stay?
Did the show do well? Also debatable. What was that show supposed to? Was it on Nickelodeon or was it?
Yeah, it was on Nick at
Oh,
Night,
okay. Oh, gotcha.
but it was like the first show to come on Nick at Night, so it was like early Nick at Night.
Gotcha. So like when the kids are still up, but like they're starting to go to bed, so they're starting to
Yeah,
transition
exactly.
to not kids.
Yeah, it wasn't quite a George Lopez 2 in the morning levels of Broadway cast,
Oh,
but
I think I only ever heard that theme song at like 2 or 3 a.m.
yep, and it was always blasting out of your TV when you fell asleep with the TV on.
Yup. Every damn time. Did I ever watch that show by choice? No. Was it always by force? Yes. Every damn time. Ooh.
George Lopez.
What are
Oh,
you
for
doing
Lopez.
here?
Rider is a low rider.
Exactly.
Sorry, I had to finish it.
No, you're good. I understand.
I've been putting way too much brain power into coming up with who I think like Jeremy Trainer is more like.
Fair. Would you like something else to focus on?
Yeah.
What? Okay, so were you guys Disney kids or were you Nickelodeon kids or were you like, split between the two?
I was split.
I was more of a Cartoon Network kid.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about Cartoon Network. Oh my god.
I was Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Wasn't really a Disney kid. So I missed like all the Disney shows. Like by miss, I mean I just didn't watch them. So like I don't have any nostalgia for like shows like Zack and Cody or like any shows that were on that channel.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, I never watched Hannah Montana. I didn't have any interest.
Hannah Montana.
I was definitely like, I started out more as a Nickelodeon kid, like when I was young. And then as I started getting older, I got more into like Cartoon Network. And then once I was like, a preteen, I was more Disney, I think.
My TV consuming route went like Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network and like occasional watch of movies on like a Disney Channel, like when they would play like a movie, not like any of the shows.
Right.
And then by the time I was like 12, 13, I pretty much swapped to watching sports and sports content almost fully rather than watching like many cartoons anymore.
Yeah.
Like I would watch them like occasionally, but I was watching like I've mentioned to a few people recently, like I legitimately used to watch every Major League Baseball game for my favorite team every year. Like I would watch every Yankee game, and they play 162 games a year.
Yeah, they play a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was what I did. I would watch that. When I was younger, I watched like every Yankees game, every Nets game, the basketball team, every Giants game. I still watch every Giants game, but stuff like that. I swapped to, and like watching stuff on the Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon became like a backseat thing. More, I would watch. If someone else was watching it, like if my brother had it on, I still liked it a lot. I just preferred to watch sports because I just really liked them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, baseball teams play a ton. It's super impressive to watch that much. I lived and breathed it. Like the one thing I would say like is in my regret thing is that I don't get the chance to play sports ever. Because everyone that I used to play sports with are very gone. They're not around anymore. Or we're not really friends anymore.
I gotta find you a rec league or something.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I've looked into it. And I haven't really found anything I wanted to do.
I was in a beer in hand kickball league at one point. So we'd play kickball while
had to have beer in hand?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We weren't it wasn't one of the ones where you had to drink your beer before XYZ happened. No, it was just like, just play kickball and have a beer.
Yeah.
I haven't played kickball in so long. I would love to play kickball.
Yep. If you come out here, I can get you hooked up.
I could get you hooked up. I know a team.
I know a guy. Or two.
Yeah.
I know people. Okay.
I know some people, for sure, I think. Maybe.
Yeah.
Not people.
I know some things.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this question is more for Gianna because well, I guess Tony, you could answer it too, but I'm assuming I know your answer.
If I have an answer, I will tell you.
Okay. Did you ever watch Powerpuff Girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Tony, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cartoon Network show. Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'll say that was one of my favorites. If each of you guys... Okay, wait. There's 3 of us. Who's who?
Oh, I want to be Bubbles.
Damn it. That's okay.
You got
I was-
blast of energy, Katelyn.
Thank you. I accept. I loved Bubbles just because she was so fucking cute, but I always wanted to be Buttercup. It was like, you know, she was just cool and she didn't give a fuck.
She was tough.
Yeah.
She was badass.
She was the toughie of the group.
Yeah.
Like she would kick. She like I would like growing like when they got older. Anytime someone fucked with one of the other sisters, you know, she was just beating the shit out of everyone for them.
Oh, yeah. As she should.
That's why, like, if I had to, like, I don't know. I think this might be a weird statement that maybe I'll get beat up for, but I think you both give off Bubbles and Buttercup mixed energy.
I accept.
Because neither of you are, like, people that someone... Okay, if someone is getting, like, talked down to or something, you're very much both, like, alright, it's fucking go time, people.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you guys can both also be very silly, like a Bubble silly as well. I have the one scene in my head when it comes to Bubbles of like, I think it's like Buttercup saying like, "Oh, I bet like Bubbles is brushing her hair and saying that she's gonna be the prettiest girl at the party.
Because she'll be the prettiest girl at the
party." It cuts to her. I'll be the prettiest girl at the party.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that the entire time we've been talking
the
about
prettiest
it.
girl at the party. You know.
Oh, yeah. Because like for me, yeah, I stand up to random men in bars all the time, and I will gladly get my ass beat for one of my friends. I don't care.
To me, that gives very Buttercup energy. You know what I mean?
Like,
I think Buttercup would be the number one in that one.
Yeah, but I also have a hard time having serious conversations without crying. Which
Probably Bubble energies. Yep.
Yeah.
And then here's the Bubbles part.
Yeah, but I'm also like really organized. Like I'm the person in our friend group that plans everything.
So you do have a little Blossom in you too.
Yeah. You know, maybe we all got a little bit of all of them in us.
We're all little Powerpuff Girls.
Aren't the real Powerpuff Girls the friends we made along the way?
True.
I actually watched Powerpuff Girls. Like I didn't think it was like a show that like I was never like embarrassed to watch it or anything.
Like, oh, it's for girls.
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, but they kicking butt.
Yeah, they kick ass.
They kick ass, and I know he's a villain, but I love Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Mojo Jojo.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. And I really like the professor. He was just very funny.
Yes. Like he gave off the best kind of single dad energy.
Yes,
you know?
Yeah. Just happy to be there. Happy to raise his daughters.
He was so happy. He loved his daughters so much. You know what I mean? It was like a very good yeah.
Like very good energy, very good vibes.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 would bang. What?
I respect it.
I mean, look at him, you know?
I mean, there's something about that pipe, am I right?
Yes. Something about a man raising 3 girls that are strong and independent. Oh,
I'm here for it.
yeah. Hell yeah. I have a theme song stuck in my head.
That is a good theme song. Dun, 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 dun. Somehow it changed back to George Lopez.
It always comes back to George Lopez.
It always comes back to George. Apparently not a good person, that George Lopez.
No, not great.
I'm not surprised. I don't know what he did, but I can imagine.
His wife gave him a kidney and then he cheated on his wife.
What?
Yup.
That is fucking wild.
If I ever gave someone, my significant other, a kidney or any organ and they fucking cheated on me, I would take the organ back.
As you
Yeah, I
should.
would cut them open in their sleep.
Yep. Be careful, Tony.
Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that.
Thank you. He's like, yeah, I wouldn't take your organs anyway.
He's like,
Um,
what do you mean wouldn't? I already have.
don't whatever you do, don't like look into how many kidneys you still have.
Oh, is that why I woke up in the bathtub with a bucket of ice?
No,
You were just really hot that night.
you
And he
said
didn't want
you
you to have a fever.
really. You said like something like was bugging you, so we just put you in an ice bath and took a little something, just as like a precautionary measure.
Right.
Hee
Hee hoo.
Oh, he. Oh,
Hee hoo
hello,
hee
bear.
hoo.
I love Bear.
Hello, bear.
Love
Are
Bear.
you also a Powerpuff Girl?
Hi, Monster. I like how Monster came in, typed band pie, and then left for a while. Hi, Monster. Hope you're well.
Ew, monster.
I don't know why my brain was like, yeah, what else are you gonna say?
Nope.
And it's
That's
like,
it.
ew, Monster. Yes, unfortunately, Pie is still here. Wow.
I actually do need to go grab or like take Bear outside and grab him a snack, so I will be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Okay.
So, Monster, here is your opportunity. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm actually like, obviously, I'm not going to talk about many details of it, but I am honestly right now looking at like rec leagues and stuff in the area.
That's good. I think you'd really enjoy Rec League.
I do think I would enjoy it. I just don't. I just don't know.
And if there's nothing in the area, that just means we have to move. Smile.
Smile.
Bailey, I wish you weren't on that part of the blanket, but I guess because you're a baby, I'll let it
Oh, they play
slide.
there. Interesting. My amenity professor brought TS up, 100 are this up, 100 men lose 100%. Yeah, we at the very least everyone in the call agreed.
Mm-hmm. There were some naysayers in the chat. Well, I guess we're the naysayers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hold up.
Hold on. Wait a minute. My man's made it back home. Well, not home, but like his plane landed. Yeah. Sad.
Edge.
I do have to tell you guys something after stream.
Aye.
But
Aye, Captain. I can't hear you.
oh,
Aye, Captain.
oh.
I think we should watch Pie fight a gorilla. Safety measures optional. Wow.
I don't want to fight a gorilla. I want to be friends. Is that an option? Can I befriend the gorilla? Or is he dead set on killing me?
Yeah, Monster, I guess, you're the one who brought it up, so you're the one who's gonna tell us.
Just how bloodthirsty is this gorilla?
Like, got a taste and is
Can't
unquenchable
bring
now.
bear, though. That would make the fight unfair. It's your bear would body a gorilla.
With love. Bear would love the shit out of a gorilla and they would just become besties. That's my headcanon. And I'm sticking to it. He tried to befriend a deer one time.
Aww.
The deer was afraid of him.
Aww.
Yeah. Which was probably a good thing because that deer probably could have fucking stomped on his head. Which would not have been good. But the deer ran away.
Deer are low-key terrifying.
Terrifying?
Yeah, like, when they're angry and they, like, wanna... Like, or they feel threatened, I should say.
I raise you deer. I take your deer and I raise you a moose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers are scary. I would fight a deer any goddamn day. You put me in a ring with a moose, I'm lying down and just letting it happen because that motherfucker is gonna take me out in 2 seconds.
What was the question? I don't remember. Like what? The question of the week, or?
Oh no! If I'm allowed to befriend the gorilla, or if he's bloodthirsty enough to just kill me.
I'm gonna have to go to the judges for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Monster pick. I don't hate pie. Okay, so you can allow the friendship thing, right?
I don't know. Seems suspicious.
Suspicious.
I just got a DM from Monster that said, I lied. God damn it. I was waiting for something. Oh, God. That was fucking funny. If only I was, like, sharing my screen or something. That would have been so good.
I think you might have been stepped away for a little bit, but I am legitimately looking up like adult rec leagues in my area now.
Oh, nice.
You will benefit from moving your body, and your brain will make happy chemicals.
I was gonna say, like, I think Gianna can attest to this. Like, I think I'm at my best when it comes to mental health when I am doing something actively like this, or like when I'm able to.
Yeah.
It's just how I've always been wired. And I think, especially like since the like pandemic time, cold turkey stopped like doing anything like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I get that. I was never the athletic type. Um, like I kind of enjoyed tennis and swimming, but just for fun. Like I never enjoyed it competitively. I like being
Mhm.
competitive in other things, but I've never been like a competitive sports person.
Mm.
But my thing growing up was I was always in choir. Like I always like I always say I didn't get my dad's running genes. I got my mom's band nerd genes. Um and so for me like I find that if I'm sad, if I put on some music, it helps.
Mm.
Or like if I'm feeling lonely, I put on music and it helps. Like it gives me the dopamine release that I feel like some people get with things like sports and stuff like that, you know? Granted, I also feel better when I do exercise on a regular, consistent basis, but like, you know, those are different. It's
No,
different.
right. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're the same, but they're different.
Hmm. Yeah, that's why whenever that question comes up that, like we've argued about in the past of like, would you rather lose your hearing or your vision? I'm like, I'd rather lose my vision because I would be so
Yeah.
depressed if I didn't have music, you know? Be a sad noodle.
I get you.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted about like messaging this one group.
Hell yeah, do it. Wait, can you tell us what sport it is at least?
Um, I'm interested in two of them.
Ooh, okay, okay.
Um, basketball and well, I was gonna say baseball, but I guess it's technically softball.
Still, nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, question for you guys that came up while Kyle was here that was shocking for both of us.
Think about check.
Um, for both of you guys and anybody in chat too, did you guys have separately gendered gym classes in high school?
No.
No.
Neither did I. But Kyle did. And he said it was wild that we didn't. And I said, it's wild that you did. But then, like, after talking about it, I definitely see, like, the benefit of separating them out because he said the boys focused on, like, full contact sports like rugby or football or lacrosse or stuff like that. While
Yeah.
the girls did less high contact sports.
Like walking.
We weren't like allowed to do like contact sports in gym class.
Same.
Yeah, maybe this is like a country thing too. I don't know
Yes.
if our lovely Mr. Derek is listening, potentially to ask.
Fellow Canadian.
Yeah, if that's it, or any other Canadians in chat, if you're willing to step up to the plate and tell us about your Canadian experiences.
Expose yourself as a Canuck.
I guess I get why like it'd be like some people would definitely prefer it that way.
Yeah.
I liked it being like everyone just because like I have growing up I had friends who were boys, friends who were girls, and having gym class with them was a chance to hang out with them. But then I would go do the sport because I love sports. So
right.
Like I had a group of friends who like, I feel like we're like the normal, like they didn't really care for gym. And I'm like, well, I love gym. So I'm going to hang out with you guys, but then I'm going to go do the thing.
Yeah. Fair.
They at certain ages, I get it too, because like for a thing like dodgeball,
Yeah.
I get why you might want to have separate instances of that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're using like pillows as balls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Some people
Because
get aggressive.
some people get very aggressive, and it's always some girl in the back hiding behind other people who get pegged in the face,
Yeah.
like by a ball.
Yep. Yeah, I fully understand why they did it, but it also made me think about how so at my school, obviously we had like regular gym classes with everybody, but then we also had like specific gym classes that you could take. So like we had something called Yolates, which was a mix of yoga and Pilates, which
Okay.
was honestly more guys in there than you would think because I think they just thought it would be an easy class and then they got in there and they're like, oh shit, this is actually really hard. Um, but I took a weightlifting class
Mm.
and it was like 20 some guys and me and two other girls. And that was the only girls in the class. But like I liked that I at least had the opportunity to take weightlifting and I really enjoyed it. But I'm like, but for Kyle, like that was a part of their regular gym classes.
Yeah, for me too. Like, so the big thing, unless there was some sort of like thing going on, because sometimes there'd be like a, hey, we're doing this, and everyone's doing this. But on a normal gym day, they would have like 3 different things going on inside. And then you could go do yoga or the weight room.
Oh, interesting.
So during gym class, you could go to the weight room and like lift weights. You could go do yoga if that was your thing. And usually the activities were like indoor hockey, basketball, and soccer.
Yeah.
I would always do basketball because I loved basketball.
It's interesting that you guys like were able to choose stuff during your gym class.
That was high school as well, for
Yeah, we
reference,
were not.
but yeah.
Okay. Like for us, it was like, okay, for the next few weeks, we're going to be learning how to play badminton. And then
Yeah, we did. There was stuff like that too, where it was
yeah.
like, all right, this is this season, so we're doing this for a while.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Like, I definitely get separating them out because, you know, testosterone-filled teenage boys in contact sports, they want to smash things. But, like, for us, they just took out the contact sports thing. Like, we never played football. We never played rugby or, if we played lacrosse, it was a very brief thing.
Yeah, I never played lacrosse or rugby. We didn't play like football or anything in gym either.
Yeah. So it seems like the Canadian solution is to just separate the boys and the girls, and the American solution is to just cut out contact sports.
Yeah, it seems like it, huh?
Yeah. Which, you know, sure. Although it would have been nice because I didn't have any friends. Well, I had friends that were guys, but none of them were in, like, the classes I took. So I would have been okay if it was just girls. Although it was pretty nice seeing the look of disappointment on the boys' faces when they couldn't beat my friend in certain things in weightlifting because she was just fucking yoked. She was a gymnast, so she was just like the rope thing. She could climb the rope without using her legs at all. Like her legs were just like straight out in front of her, and she would just climb the rope with her arms. And all of the boys tried it, and none of them could do it. That was a great day.
Yeah, that sounds like a great day.
Yeah, I had fun. Even the teacher couldn't do it. And he was like 20 something and very clearly worked out a lot.
Yeah, he worked out.
Yeah. It was just something that like we found out about and we were like, what the fuck? Like both of us are like, that's fucking weird. But good to know it's just, you know, the education systems should be different.
Yeah. I am about to message this league. I think I'm going to do it.
Do it. Do it. Worst case, they say no. They're full or something.
Yeah, and
Or you
yeah,
decide you don't want to do it.
I also just cry a lot. I think would be a big part of that. You know, there's a lot of tears. You're like, you'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Worst case, it's like, oh, sorry, we're already full.
Yeah, I know.
Or you decide you don't want to do it, and then you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I should have Kelly tell you about the soccer league that she was in through our work. Or I guess I could just tell you. One of the men we hated the most that we worked with because he was so he was 28 and we were all 18.
Oh.
And he was a little creepy with us and
continued... And you guys are friends at this?
No.
Okay.
We were not. Okay.
It was a coworker then?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a coworker. We did not like him. Even years later, we were still like having to block him on stuff because he would still message us randomly. And like, I don't know. We never liked him. We never like invited him to stuff. He always kind of just like showed up because he heard about it through somebody at work and like, yeah, it was not, we didn't like him. Anyway, so Kelly was on this work soccer league and Kelly played soccer for years. Like she played it all growing up and all that. She was a goalie. And so she got in this work soccer league and he was in it. And one of the games that they played, there were like the other team was like half girls.
Yeah.
And he said specifically that he was going to try to like hit the girls harder so that they would go down and would get out so they could win.
The fuck?
And like he specifically
this
like
is
was
soccer,
targeting
right?
girls. Yes.
What?
Yes, he was he literally said to them that he was specifically targeting the women to hurt them so that they'd be out so that they could win by like forfeit or something because they wouldn't have enough players. And Kelly was like, "Are you fucking kidding?"
That's so crazy.
Yeah. One of the many reasons why we didn't like him. Yeah, he like fucking went for one girl's knee. Like, it was wild. And then shockingly, he got benched. Wild. Who would have thought?
Yeah, no, crazy, right? That like guy gets benched for trying to like, you were trying to take her knee off, dude.
Yeah.
This is a rec league.
It's not that serious, bro. You know? Yeah. He was, I just realized now he's in his late 30s because he was in his late 20s when we were all 18 and now I'm 27, which means he's 37. Oh, that's a scary thought. Yeah, he was just way too creepy to all of the 18-year-old girls at our work. No bueno. He don't like.
It is, it is very funny, the format I have to do this in. Because, it's reminding, how deep does the rabbit hole want to go this evening?
I mean...
I'm just going to say a word, and if people know what it is, did any of you ever use Omegle?
Yeah.
Because for this, you have to put, like, your Basically, your ASL. If anyone remembers what
Oh
that
my
was.
god. I'm
You have to
fucking
put like your
triggered.
age, your yeah,
Yeah.
and where you're
Oofda.
from. Yeah.
Fucking oofda. Flashbacks, not the fun kind.
Mm.
That's fucking funny though.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
the way
kind
you
of,
put it.
yeah, because it's like that's I just had a flashback to that.
Yeah.
I think that world was uttered recently. Gianna, were we just talking about that or something recently, or how? Do you remember?
That came up last time I was in stream chat.
Maybe that must be it then.
Yeah. Because I remember we were like, oh my god, we could exchange war stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many private things that should not be shown to strangers on the internet were shown to me.
Multiple, many.
Yeah, many.
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 A few thousand billion, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Everyone in the world was subjected to at least one, I feel like.
Yeah, it was like the rite of passage.
Yeah, to be on the internet unsupervised. Yeah.
And
My friends and I turned it into a game.
Look how many clicks does it take to get?
Yes, it was
okay.
what keyword? Because you like put in a keyword.
Yeah,
and
you
then
put in
matches
like
you,
an interest. Yeah.
It's like what's the most innocent keyword we can think of where we can still find one? Here's the thing: we never didn't find one.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were just always there.
Always, we're just gonna find them.
Lurking around the corner. Flashbacks. Oh my god. I remember when I got my first laptop and I brought it over to my friend's house for the first time. We were like, oh my god, we can watch movies and stuff. And the first thing we did was get on Omegle. It was a mistake.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made.
You hear Gianna? Oh, maybe Gianna stepped away at some point.
Oh.
Or she's been talking this entire time and is now realizing that we haven't heard her.
Yeah.
For a bit.
That would be sad.
I really hope it's not that one.
Yeah, that would be a sad time.
I'm really hoping she walked away at some point.
Yes. Maybe she fell asleep.
Yeah, maybe she eaten.
Yeah.
Rockabye Gianna on the treetop.
She's in a treetop. I want to know how she got there and if I can come too.
Yes. Okay.
Cool.
Rockabye Gianna and Katelyn on the treetop. It gets harder with the more syllables to keep it.
Little bit.
The more syllables, the harder it gets. Or more syllables.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's see.
Hello.
Mario.
Oh, hi, baby.
I'm a Mario.
Baby, what's it doing?
He's a baby.
He's a very whiny baby.
Our stream so far should be good. Is that Gianna?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I got distracted with Bailey.
Oh, just okay. We were just saying, like, I haven't heard Gianna in a while. I wonder what she's doing.
Yeah, I got distracted with Bailey. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Don't you worry about it. Don't you worry, child.
Yeah, we've got a prayer for you.
I always saw it say heaven's got a place for you. Is it prayer?
I thought it was plan.
Oh, fuck. We're so fucked.
We're never gonna know.
Oh.
No, Google it. I want to know.
Yeah, I'm Googling it right now.
Okay.
What did everyone say? Because I don't even remember what I said.
I said plan. I think you said place.
I
And
said
Gianna
prayer.
said prayer.
Prayer. Yeah.
It's plan, so Katelyn's correct.
Hell yeah.
Gianna and I, not so
Not
good.
correct.
No.
Close enough. They all both started
They,
with T.
we weren't like very far. Like we were reasonably.
Yeah, absolutely. Could have been worse.
Yeah, we could have said like, "See, heaven has an artichoke for you," and it's like, what did you just say? What? You say artichoke? No. Why would you think I said artichoke? Huh? Artichoke and D's nut. Anyway.
Hey.
Ayo.
Meow, 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 meow.
I need the sound as like
Yeah.
yeah. Need that, but instead we just got
Nut.
yeah. We do.
I'm like, I was instructed to do this. Just know.
You keep telling yourself that.
Keep on telling yourself.
Starts crying.
You just reminded me. I gotta add to my cry log. Hold up.
I don't know how if I should be happy that I reminded.
Yes,
like
because
I'm like
I forgot,
okay.
and I
So you're-
needed to.
Okay, all right.
My first one in May was last night.
Well, nice.
Yeah.
That you made it. Oh, it was
One
last
whole
night.
day.
Yeah, a whole day. Okay.
A whole day.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, yeah.
To
a
be
day.
fair, I was popping off in April. I didn't cry until the 15th. I made it halfway through the fucking
You.
month. I know.
Yeah.
I'm so proud.
Wow. Thank you for the
So proud of
pasta
myself.
check, Derek. Ooh, I'm so nice. My bad. I was so shrimpy.
Oh, Derek.
I was so
we have a question.
shrimpy. Oh yeah, Derek. Growing up in gym class, did you have separate like male and female gym classes, or were they co-ed?
I think it was specifically in high school was where Kyle said they split off, and before that it was co-ed. But like, yeah, was like any of your gym classes separated out by?
No.
Oh. Well, maybe that's a Kyle school specific thing.
Yeah.
No. Well. Oh, there's a well. Well.
We're talking about just like
Co-ed until
Oh.
high school. Yes. Oh, so
okay,
it
so
is
maybe
exactly
a Canadian thing.
the same thing. So high school was not co-ed. Interesting. Oh, stream delay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Very Canadians, eh? Yeah.
Them Canadians, eh?
There were
Canadians, eh?
some classes. That
I
were
mean, you could
co-ed.
take it. Okay. All right. Huh. Yeah, because like the whole thing was Kyle was saying that their like general basic gym class was split into boys and girls, whereas all of us we had co-ed all the way through, but like for me, like there were specific classes you could take, but they weren't split. It was just, guys were more likely to do this class and girls were more likely to do this class, but it was never like only boys could do this or only girls could do this,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like my school growing up, there was never a different course you could take that was like additional gym.
Mm.
If it was, I would have.
Fair.
I would have loved that.
Fair and valid. Yeah, because we had, like I said, we didn't have a lot. We had, like I said, the specifically Yolates. We had the weightlifting. We had a one that was outdoor ed, which I think they just like went on hikes and bullshit, which I did not take.
Outdoor ed.
Yeah.
We only had to take one gym class in high school to graduate, so I did it in grade 9 and never took gym again. Really?
That
We had
sounds
to
like
do
something I would
gym.
do.
We had to do gym every year.
Mm-hmm.
I think for us, you had to have a certain number of credits. And
yeah, it was gym. It was the number of credits. Yeah.
Yeah. For us, I think it only ended up coming out to being 3 like years of gym. So like I did the basic gym, and then I did weightlifting, and then I did Pilates, and then I didn't do anything my senior year.
For it also like different schools are in different systems. I was I think it's called a block system. So like the classes were all a little bit longer, and they were only for half a year.
Yeah.
So each year, one of your classes would be a gym class. The only one, and that you needed, I think, we'll call it like I don't know how the credits worked. They might have been like 20 credits of this, and each class was 5 or something, or each class was 4, and you would have a health portion of the class too that was worth 1.
Yeah.
Or it might have just been like 1 credit, but you had to take 4 gym classes. The only other one that you had to take 4 of, I think, was English. But also, I think there are different requirements for if you were going to college or if you were not going to college.
Yeah.
I think the requirement to graduate was one thing, but like the requirement to college,
yeah,
were different.
Yeah, because like I took college level math courses when I was in high school, and so I busted out all of my math my junior year as well, because I took 2 college level classes, which counted, like 1 semester counted as a full year.
Damn.
So, but like like by the time I was a senior, I was only taking, I think, an English course, and then everything else was just electives.
My senior year, senior year was like the only year I had electives, I think.
Oh.
So I don't think I had room for electives like anywhere until then.
Gotcha.
Well, like I theoretically probably could have like taken an elective and pushed something off to like senior year, but I wanted to like do them all as fast as possible.
Yeah, I get them done.
So senior year, I could kind of like do a little bit of a coast job.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And my favorite classes were electives too.
Oh, 100%.
I will tell you, I took an introduction to acting course and a screenwriting course, and those were my 2 favorite classes in high school.
Nice.
Probably school.
Just in general, yeah.
Ryan, thank you for the sub for 45 months, you handsome, handsome man. Mwah. We love Ryan. Ryan.
Ryan.
Did I? I'm wondering if I maybe missed a message or 2 in a little group chat. I see. No, probably gonna play some RuneScape after this. Hi, all Ryan says.
Hello.
Yeah. At all?
Hello.
Hello. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I am forever grateful for how I did school, like similar to you, Tony, where I try to bust out everything, because then my senior year, when I was like, oh fuck, I need to take classes so that I'm still a full-time student and I don't have to get a job, like a full-time job. I ended up taking a course that I had never heard of, but I liked the teacher, and so I was like, I'll do that. and it ended up being what I chose as a career path. So
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, that's how I got into GIS, was randomly taking a class in my senior year because I had to fill the space somehow.
Yeah, that's I I think my senior year I took like fun classes and like extra history classes.
Yeah.
So I liked history. Um, I took a lot of history
You're a history
classes in
boy.
school. Also, I took a lot of history classes in college.
History boy.
I did mostly because I had to, but I enjoyed most of them.
Yeah, I probably took a few more than I needed to. But sorry, excuse me. I think like there was a weird thing where like this counted towards this, like this counted towards, like, even though this was a history course, for some reason it like covered like the cultural studies thing you had to do or something,
Yeah.
like it was, they were like in college, they were like weird, like as long as this class has this code, you can do it for here.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, I took advantage and was like, all right, can I do this course for that? I can? Sweet.
Sick.
And that's how the history courses I took at my secondary school, or the one with the one professor I was talking about before.
Oh yeah.
He was a history professor.
Nice.
I don't know why I assumed that professor would be like a math teacher.
I don't know. I didn't specify the subject, I'm realizing. So,
No, I was just like, oh, it must be like a math class or something.
my last day of a class with him, we we walked out together and everything too. Like we talked for a little bit.
Nice.
He gave me one of the a very nice compliment, and I still, I don't remember it word for word, but he said something along the lines of like, "You give me hope for your generation," or something like that. Like, or like,
Hell
you
yeah.
give me a lot of hope for the future. Like, as in like, he, thought I was a good person and everything, and that I would be successful.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good professor. Good professor.
Yeah, I love him.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll have to try to find like if he's on like social media or something to be like, hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I took a lot of your classes at one point.
Might have a
I-
LinkedIn.
I was just
And I'll-
gonna say, I
and I'll tell
guarantee
ya.
he has a LinkedIn.
I'll tell you, I'm alive still.
I'm here.
I'm
I
definitely
live.
converting air into oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or what is the phrase? I don't fucking know. Never mind. Ignore me.
Oxygen
Photosynthesis.
into carbon dioxide.
It's something along those lines. I'm definitely breathing is the sentiment.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Love photosynthesis.
I wish I could photosynthesize.
Same. Get so frustrated having to feed myself all the time. I'm like, I love food,
tell me
but like
about
it's so difficult to make.
Like, I like food, but like I want it to be like a for fun thing, not a to survive thing.
Bro.
Yeah, there's some days where I love food, but like there are some days where I'm like, I wish I didn't have to eat today, and like my body wasn't reacting to not eating.
Yeah, and I wasn't, for me specifically, a raging bitch because I haven't eaten.
You get hangry.
I get so fucking hangry, dude. It's not even funny. I don't know how people don't get hangry. Like,
I get hungry.
Tired, hungry.
Tired and hungry. I'll just get really tired. I'm like,
yeah.
I think I'm just gonna sleep now, actually, if I'm not eating.
Yeah.
I need either a nap or food. Let's see which one it will be.
Takes a nap. Nope, still tired. Must be food.
It's like, that did help. But my food bar seems to be low. Everyone else sees their food in like hydration bars in the top left of their screen, right? Right?
Yes.
No, it's DLC. I didn't pay for the DLC.
Yeah, you did. It's called college.
Oh my god.
Could Tony take 3 weeks off in October to come to Japan with me so we can cuddle away from Gianna?
Why
I
did they have
don't.
that last part
And
though?
Gianna's like, and Elaine. I unfortunately do not have that much time to take off from my job. I only get this year I have 11 vacation days. And I think actually I don't know if I have anything planned for those yet. But I get those days. So
Do you get 11 every year, or does it like change?
no, it's changed.
Oh.
The number goes up because I think like Gianna, you probably get 10.
I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, is it how long you've been there?
Yeah.
Okay. Our system is like that, but I get a set amount of hours every paycheck, and mine roll over. So like if
Yeah.
you don't use your 10 days or 11 days, you lose them.
Yeah, for us too. You just lose out.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, and I never do use them.
Yeah.
Like I just in our industry, like not gonna get too deep into it, of course, but it is really easy to like fall behind if you're not there.
Yeah.
So we really get stuck in a trap of like, all right, I mean, like I really want to not work for like a week, but I also like, what am I gonna? I'm gonna be so far behind in everything if I take this time off.
Yeah.
Like we taking a day off hurts you more than it helps because yeah, you took a day off and maybe you could like stop being as sick as you were, but like, oh, you're gonna be fucked for the week.
Damn.
Because like our workload does not lessen for like holidays or anything, right? So like it's the
Right.
same amount under less time. So like I actually that's and like I hate to say this, it sounds like a Grinch, but I don't really look forward to Christmas and stuff as much as I used to because
Yeah.
like every year it fucks with like my workload around that time of year
Yeah.
and
That
it just
sucks.
gets harder.
Yeah.
I love where I work, but there are just a few things like that like I wish could change.
Yeah, that's understandable. I would be a total bitch if I took one day off and I was fucked because I like to take days off.
I would love to.
Yeah.
I would love to so much.
It's such a double-edged sword because you're like, oh, day off, yay, and then like you have like 3 times the amount of work the next day though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no bueno. Yeah, I like realistically, I have a pretty sweet gig where I'm at right now, minus the fact that I don't make enough money to live in our current economy. But like
Relatable.
We do
But
not
like,
either.
I have it pretty easy at my job. Like my boss is really chill. If like one day I'm just like, hey, I need a mental health day, and she's like, okay, see you tomorrow.
Mhm.
You know?
Real down to earth person. Just but understanding, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds lovely actually.
Yeah.
It's just it's different. There are so many I think about it all the time. Like and this is dangerous, but like I'm 29 and I don't know if what I'm doing right now is forever or not. You know?
And I
If
don't
this is the
think that's a
industry I'm
bad
going to
thing.
be in forever because like I there are a lot of things about what we do that like I'm just so tired of. Like I would how do I like I've legitimately thought about leaving to go work at like a Target or something. Um because I'm like, well, you know, in my head I'm like if I had put this much time into a place like over there, I could be like manager by now. You know.
Yeah.
Um
I
and probably
think I
making a
think it's
pretty penny.
I think it's dangerous to let yourself think like that though.
This is how
Like, oh, if
my
I did
brain
this
works,
instead
so
of this, my life would be this much better. Like,
Yeah. But I also like I get the idea of uh like if I'm like am I doing right now what I want to do for the rest of my working life? It's like I don't know. And I think that's something that we were brainwashed into thinking as kids is like, okay, here's your life plan. You go to high school, you go to college, you get a job, you work that job until you retire. Along the way you have a family, whatever. But like
yeah.
I feel like it was very much ingrained into us that like you know, when you're a fucking teenager, you have to decide what you want to do for the rest of your life. And that's not I don't like that because I was a
It
very different
sucks.
person when I was 18 than I am now. And if I was still the same person, none of you would probably be friends with me. So like, you know, it's one of those things where I think people put a lot of pressure on people in their 20s and people in their 20s put a lot of pressure on themselves to be like and even like into like your 30s and even 40s,
Yeah.
whatever. But like put a lot of pressure to be like, okay, I need to figure out what I'm doing for the rest of my life right now. But, you know, maybe 50 years ago, that was a standard thing and more acceptable, but, and like more realistic. But I think nowadays it's, you know, if what you're doing right now is making you happy right now, great, keep doing it. If one day it stops making you happy and you think you want to change, make a change. Like if you're
Mm.
able to do so. Like, I have some friends that are terrified to go back to college and finish their degree because they're like, well, I don't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I tell them, I'm like, I don't either. Like, I have a degree and I'm working in my field. Is this what I want to do when I'm 50? I don't know. I'm 27. I don't fucking know. But like, I like it right now and I can do it right now. So I'm going to do it right now.
mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure from society to be like, you got to figure out exactly your entire life's plan by the time you're 18. You can't drink alcohol. It's like, what the
Mm.
fuck? If anything, that's, you know, alcohol inducing. Be like,
No, literally.
I don't know what I want to do. Yeah. So I don't think it's a bad thing, Tony, that you're, you know, thinking about like, maybe this isn't the career path that you want to take forever.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
I
you can
like for
always
me,
change.
yeah, I would love to just have something work in an industry that I know this isn't really possible, but respects my time more.
Yeah.
Because I want to work obviously, and I want to um earn enough money for like me and anything in the future. Um, like hypothetical family, hypothetical um little puppy dog or something. Look
Yeah.
at them. It's got little legs because Gianna likes little legs on dogs.
It's true.
Hell yeah.
um, it's hard because it's like
Yeah.
I'd be honestly like if we did what we do now for more money, I think I would probably be fine. Um,
Hmm.
but you
I
know,
mean, I'm in the boat of I would do what we're doing right now forever if we got paid a reasonable amount of money. You know?
Yeah.
mm,
Like, but because the economy is what it is, I fear that I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do to survive.
Yeah, that is also an unfortunate reality that a lot of people think like us are having to face right now. Yay!
Yay!
Yay! The world is collapsing before our eyes.
Yay!
The generation before us ruined it. Yay!
Yay! And so did many people in our generation that
Yay!
decided
Oh, well, I
fill
yayed
in
too early,
specific
didn't
bubbles.
I?
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah.
I prematurely yayed. Oh no.
No, it's okay, Tony. It's okay. Uh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So um I might also have the view that I have about like work things because like Gianna, I love that you love your job and would do it forever if it paid well.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, I grew up with a dad who has worked the same job for I think he's at 31 years, about to hit 32.
Mm-hmm.
And he loves it and he's going to retire there. My mom had the same job for 18 years and only left because of some bullshit with some coworkers, but like is still in the same field. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and then my grandma was a teacher
User joined your
for
channel.
50 years.
Hi, Glen.
Wait, was I dragged in here?
Yes.
Hi, Glen.
Hi, Glen.
I just find it funny every time I go to try to double click on that, you guys just happen to drag me in like right away.
Tony's prepared.
We're pretty good at this.
Pro streamer. But yeah, I always like felt like crazy pressure to be like, okay, I got to decide what I want to do, and that's what I'm going to do forever. Why don't I know what I want to do? I thought this was like supposed to be something that came naturally to you. I thought you were just supposed to know, and then like freaking out and all that shit. But like, you know, and even if I have to work a job for, because like I'm trying obviously to move. I'm like, if I have to find a job where I'm trying to move to that isn't exactly what I love right now, jobs are temporary. They don't last forever. I can leave, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish
can't
I
being
had
held prisoner.
like I wish I had that mentality that you have, Gianna, of like knowing exactly what you want to do. Because, you know, a lot of people around me have that, but just not who I am. And I
Just
feel
wanna
like
survive.
Yeah. I mean, like,
people never told us about that growing up.
I think I'm kind of in like shitty camp of like I know what I want to do and knowing that I can't do it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's not much room for growth. There's not much room for advancing where we are right
Right.
now. So it's like
the only
being kind of shoeholed
Yeah.
or
the only
shoe,
way
whatever the word is. You know what I mean?
realistically, I think I have to sneeze.
Bless
Thank you.
you.
And like this is like I guess a little toxic about my like. There's only room to like move up where we are now. Like if I left,
Oh.
Damn.
Basically.
I'm in the position that most likely that you know.
Yeah.
Like the only way to move up would be when someone leaves, like either Tony or someone in production or like something like those lines.
Yeah.
Tony,
And
I
I'm
expected
kind of
better of you.
I just am like a higher up.
Oh no, I'm talking about the question of the week.
Oh
Really?
yeah, the gorilla would win.
we had a
It's
great debate.
everywhere.
Yeah, the gorilla's gonna win. It's
Yeah.
very
Oh,
easy.
yeah, definitely. But still, I expected better.
I expected better from you.
Yeah, I think that like I'm in a similar boat to where because
Same
where
for
I'm
Hendra.
moving is where I'm trying to move is very far away. And so like I have to find a new job. I can't keep my job. And one of the things that was a deciding factor for me for whether or not I should do the move was, is there anywhere I can go where I'm at right now that makes me want to stay? And the answer was no, because I work for the government, and the particular department that I work for is very engineer heavy, and I'm not an engineer. And so there are only so many places I could go within my department with the degree that I have without going back to school and getting another fucking 4-year degree and becoming an engineer and all this shit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like, I love my boss. I love most of my coworkers. I love what I do most of the time, but there's no opportunity for growth for me, and that was one of the deciding factors for, like, okay, yeah, maybe it's time to leave.
Mhm.
I mean, there's also nothing wrong with just being content, though, either.
No, there's not, and I'm not saying that, but, like, personally, I am a decently ambitious person. Like, I want to grow, I want to advance, I want to learn new skills and try new things and all this in a job. And I also know people like Kyle, for example, is very content where he's at, and he's like, I've been offered promotions and I don't want them. I like where I'm at and I'm good. And I'm like, that's fine. Like, I 100% understand that, like, being comfortable in a position. But yeah, personally, I'm like, I want to move up, and I can't where I'm at right now. So I'm gonna go find somewhere where I can.
Everybody keeps trying to convince me to be a supervisor because I more or less am just a supervisor without the title. Because I literally just like walk
Is it a
right over what the
charcoal
supervisors
gorilla?
say. And I'm
That's
just like,
a great chat, right?
You do this, you do this, you do this, and then shit gets done. And they're like, just become a supervisor. I'm like, no, because then I gotta do paperwork. I don't want to do fucking paperwork.
Fair.
I want to come in, spray shit with water, get inspected, and go home.
Are you a real life power wash simulator?
You know, honestly, more or less, yes. I work
yeah.
sanitation at a meat plant, so yeah,
Nice.
we work with like 500 psi at 180 degrees. So yeah,
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
I
I'm
pretty
playing
much
Power
am
Wash Simulator right now. Let's go.
power wash simulator.
Hell yeah.
Fucking hell! And
Good
this is
game.
why I refuse to spend $25 on that game because I already do it every day at work.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
be.
don't blame
It's
you.
not like a nice change of pace for you. It's
Yeah,
No,
it's not
honestly,
like, oh, I
I
can relax.
think
I
I
can
would
like,
enjoy the game. I just can't justify $25 for a damn simulator, or 30. How much is that damn game? I feel like every time I look at it, it just feels way too expensive for what it is.
I don't know. I have gotten many, many hours of enjoyment out of this game.
Yeah, it's $25. I can't justify that on a simulator.
Hold on. How many hours do I have in this game?
Too many.
I have
Really,
90 hours in this game. And
As
every
I said,
single
too many.
hour. Every single hour has been enjoyable, and I am very glad that I have it.
It just itches that certain part of your brain. That's all.
Yeah.
Also, hi Pie. It's been a while.
Hello. I have been away for a good while.
Yes, you have, and we missed you.
I missed everybody.
It's true.
I miss friends.
Friends, what are
I
those?
missed friends.
So I might have downloaded Smite 2.
Might.
Yes, Smite 2. Because I hate myself, apparently.
Give me the TLDR. What is Smite 2?
It's
Watch
Smite
it,
1, but 2.
Great answer.
So are you familiar with what League is?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, same thing, except with like Greek gods and goddesses and whatnot.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it has become just as toxic as League over the years. It's great.
I feel like most games in that style do.
The community.
Yeah.
No, Pokemon Unite's been pretty good about not being toxic, for the most part. Probably because it's a bunch of kids who don't actually know how the hell a damn mic works.
Probably that one. Yeah.
I am not
supposed to be
typing
on my way to work right now.
right now into my resume that isn't fully updated anymore. I've realized.
I also need to update my resume.
What's a resume?
Hey, Tony, I thought we did your resume.
My newest position's not on here. And I've been realizing I have been applying to places without that on here. So
I'll fix it.
Oh,
I'll go
no.
in and change it.
Wait, is Tony moving jobs?
I think we're all trying to.
we are actively
Yeah.
looking is what I would call it. And I got a promotion at my current job. I can actually figure out the date of that, which was probably needed for this anyway. But within the last year, I think I got the promotion.
Yeah.
So I do want to have that new title on the resume. Just because it is literally my my title at work.
I think I'm going to just top out at Costco and then move out of country.
That's my plan.
What
Without the
country? I
Costco.
don't know yet, but Costco is worldwide, so I'm gonna go somewhere.
Fair. My plan is another country minus the Costco part.
The insurance is just too good to pass up. That's the reason why I'm like kind of trapped there. I literally pay like $50 a month for insurance, and like all of my prescriptions are sub $10. So like,
But here's the thing. Other countries have free healthcare.
okay, but most jobs also don't give you like $2,000 bonuses twice a year after like 4 or 5 years, and eventually that goes up to like $4,000 twice a year, and then 2 to 3 weeks of vacation,
I think
2
you
weeks
would
of
be
PTO.
surprised. I think you would be pleasantly surprised at some of the things that people give.
Okay, but here's the thing though. I would have to start from scratch again at another company to get that stuff. I am already like halfway there with Costco.
Yeah.
I'm already at over a week of vacation each year, on top of my like 3 to 4 hours of PTO a paycheck. So like I get a little more than a day of PTO each month just off my hours worked. So like, also there's some benefits that come with having seniority. Like I literally cannot get in trouble, to be honest.
Sounds like you need to work for the government. Because
Oh,
as
hell
I have
no.
learned,
Fuck that.
as I have learned, as a government employee, after your probationary period, they cannot fire you. Even if you don't work
Here's the thing.
for over a year.
The
Oh, damn.
turnover rate is so high.
Maybe I need to
they
work for the
can't fire
government.
me either.
Actually, Tony, I was gonna suggest that like if you want to work somewhere that actually like is like super respectful of work-life balance and all that kind of stuff. Granted, you'll never be a millionaire, but working for a state government,
That's actually a really good shout.
oh yeah, like I have, and we even have positions in my department that like you could do, which means that there are positions in other departments in other states that you could do, you know? But
So I'm
the
hearing
work-life
Spy wants
balance
you to
is
come work
fucking
with her.
wild. No, I'm leaving. Don't come here.
Yeah.
I mean, you could
I'm
come
leaving.
here, but like,
Goodbye.
but like, you know, we are offering a $2,000 hiring bonus right now.
I don't think I'm honestly smart enough to do probably whatever it is y'all do.
I don't know if that's
I'm not
necessary.
smart
It's
enough to do
just
what I
it's
do.
just training in the field, you know, and then doing
Yeah.
repetition.
I'm telling you right now. Like people could sit here and say it's self depreciation, whatever the hell it is. No, I really just am not the smartest person. I really ain't. And I've accepted that though. Now everybody else just needs to fucking accept that.
Get
Like, I
a
know
job as
I'm
a
not very
construction
bright.
tech for a DOT.
There you go.
Yeah.
No.
Work in construction for a DOT.
No. I will not go back to construction, no matter how much you try to fucking make me. No.
I just
No,
like that. I do. Glenn's like, no,
Shut
no.
up, man. I did that for
Did they
11
send
years.
you?
Hell no.
They sent you, didn't they?
Yeah, but this is different. This is working for a state government.
I don't
I don't-
care. It's still
I don't-
construction.
I
I will
don't
never
think
do it
you
again.
Understand how little state government employees actually work.
I don't think you understand how little I want to deal with people who work in construction.
Eh.
No.
They're not so bad when you have to do it
I'm
over email
having
like I do.
PTSD flashbacks. No. Oh, the funny thing is, y'all think I'm joking. No, I'm having PTSD flashbacks just fucking thinking about dealing with those assholes. Hell no, I'm good. I respect and I
The hard
love our
path.
blue collar workers because I am a blue collar worker, but respectfully, no.
Yep. I don't know what you could do to DOT then, or a state government for that matter.
I'm good. I'll stay working in these freezers, spraying 180-degree hot water. I'm good. I'll just keep on spraying and then eventually go stand at a door and watch people scan their cards as they walk into the warehouse. I'm good. I like my nice temperature controlled buildings. I'll stick with that. We're working out in the field and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tony, I'm just saying I've had multiple people who work for the state or like states in general, multiple states, not just my state, like other states, like retire really young and have good work-life balances and great retirement plans.
That sounds really nice.
Like, yeah, they're not fucking, rolling in the dough, but they
I
retire.
don't
want to
retire young though.
Why not? Why
That
not?
sounds like an issue.
It is. There needs to be something that keeps my mind busy. If I'm left alone in my own devices, no, that's not good.
Yeah, but we already
That's not-
determined that you can't work for a state, so I'm really appealing to Tony now.
I've shifted
yeah.
focuses, okay?
Yeah.
I found something that I want to apply to, so I'm going to have to work on that resume a little bit.
Ooh, nice.
Or,
Productive time during the podcast.
or Gianna, I might have to have you look
Imagine
at
being productive.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, Tony.
it. Okay. It currently is in... I was editing it a bit in the Google Doc that you had sent me,
Okay.
so I don't know if you have access to that.
Yeah,
Trying
I'll
to
play
pick
it
a
tomorrow.
game to play.
Yeah, I'll close it then.
Oh, I know. We can play Digimon.
Digimon?
Yes,
Digital
Digimon.
monsters? We are
No,
the
these
champions?
are the physical monsters.
Digimon, digital monsters.
Do you think that's why they're called Pokemon? Because P is the first letter of physical instead of digital?
It's no, it's short for pocket monsters.
I don't know. I really think it's more like a physical monster.
It's actually short for pocket monsters. That's not me making it up.
I'm lucky Press not here because he would literally probably just kick me in the butt.
I was gonna say I'm not. This isn't speculation. I
This is a
do know
fact.
this.
You know, I just looked at my fortune from my fortune cookie from like a week ago,
What
and
is
it
that?
said you are the center of every group attention. I'm like, I feel like something was lost in translation there.
It's like I don't know what you're talking about. My fortune the other day said, "I will soon learn a new skill."
Oh.
So
Did you learn how to build a... I can't probably say that word on podcast or stream. Never mind.
okay, I have no idea what I thought you would say. Build a bear.
Either.
Nope.
I love how that's, I love how both of us thought build a bear.
Yeah, I was like,
Nope.
that. This one went
It did
Oh,
start
man.
with B.
build. Oh, maybe I got it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
I still don't get it.
The TSA
somebody
would also
message
not
me?
approve.
yeah. That's a big. Yeah, okay, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's it's something you can't bring on an airplane.
Yeah, something you should not even try to bring on an airplane. That starts with a B.
Wow. Yeah,
See?
no, you can't be saying that.
Mean. It's just a
Bad pie.
word.
bad.
It's just a word.
Bad
It's
pie.
just a word.
Words only hurt if you let them.
Or build them.
In a very unrelated topic, do you guys remember that one SpongeBob episode with the pie?
Yes.
Where
Yes, I do.
Squidward brought a pie, right? And
Yes.
he was worried that
That he would explode.
Yeah, SpongeBob would explode because they said that the pie was made at the factory, the bomb factory. And it's like,
Yup.
whoa, you bought a pie from the bomb factory, Squidward? You can't do that. Yeah.
Apparently you can.
Yeah, it's true. He did. He 100% did.
You sure fucking did.
Speaking
What
of
I want to
sure,
know is what were they making in those pies?
Bombs.
I don't know, but I really think it was an explosive flavor, if I had to.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of explosive flavors, this is where we're going to wrap up this episode of the podcast. So thank you, everyone, for hanging out. We love you. And as soon as I get a Pickle Weasel and Wickle Peasel in the Twitch chat, we are legally... I've talked out the contract negotiations allowed to end.
Oh,
Thank you,
bye.
Katelyn. And we will catch you, and thank you, Gianna. We will catch you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.